Welcome in to week number 4 of GOAT 4v4 action. I am Andrew Keel, alongside me, Caden McCrory, as we get ready for this first matchup between the number 1 seed Teal and the number 4 seed Green. Teal coming off a big win. Both teams coming off big wins last week. Teal upsetting Purple, the reigning champions.
Yeah, it's going to be a very fun game here. Teal with a lot on the line. Surprisingly, the only undefeated team left at 3-0, but has a chance to clinch a playoff spot here today with a Green team that was struggling at the beginning of the season. They get a win last week, a very big win, to put themselves in a scenario where they're not out of the picture just quite yet.
Yes, they are sitting in 4th right now thanks to a red overtime win, which is actually hurting them in the standings as opposed to winning in regulation. But this looks like a lopsided match in favor of bodies on the ice.
Yeah, easily so. You can just look at the left of your screen here, how many bodies Teal has, and to right here, look, we'll just pan over to Green. Yeah, that's it. That's all they really got. And they have a guy on the ice that we just have no clue who he is, because what is a Go broadcast without not knowing somebody on the ice?
So Teal with 6 people on the bench, Green with 6 people total.
Seems pretty fair to me.
Yeah. So not official, but 2 teams can clinch the playoffs tonight. Teal with a win clinches. Purple with a win clinches. That's it. That's all they need.
I mean, 4 weeks in, you're kind of surprised at that point that 2 teams are in this position, because I think it took until week 5 last year for the first team to clinch. Not everyone was, as dominant as Teal and Purple has been, and we saw that last week with a really good game between those 2 hockey clubs.
That is very true. Also, those 2 teams, the only teams with a winning record at this point, every other team is 1-2 or 1-1-1. As the puck is down for this week 4 matchup, Teal's going to intercept it off the draw, and a save made by Butterbaugh. Teal with an interception off the start. Now Green trying to push forward, 2 out of reach. Blackburn will get that out of trouble, but turns it over at the blue line. Teal though with speed. Here comes Quinn McKenzie. Can't bury that one. McKenzie picks up his own rebound, passes this one down, can't find the stick of Nick Snyder. Snyder up to the point, Trevino across. Schaff with it, towards the slot, can't get past Davis. Green now going to turn the other way, here comes Simcoe. Has to try and get around Trevino and he won't. Schaff will carry it. He opened the scoring last week against Purple. McKenzie goes behind the net, trying to find someone in front. Sends it towards the slot, no one there. Our mystery number 10 will send it up to the other 10 in Brody Simcoe, and he will score. Green will get the scoring started, and it's 1-0.
Brody Simcoe, the guy that they need to step up in the absence of their captain, Colby Saganook, off a beautiful give there to make this a 1-0 lead, exactly what Green needed to get on the board.
Yeah, Green had a rough couple games to start the season. Had a good bounce back last week, seeing if they can come back against this undefeated Teal team. Teal looking to answer quickly. Williams' shot save made by Butterbaugh. Rebound out in front. No one there. Our mystery number 10 sends it in front for a Teal stick. Unable to capitalize, though. Eventually will go out to Jack Edwards. He'll have it and turns it over, though. McLean. He'll carry it in. Gets around 1. Moving in. Tries to go 5-hole. Can't do so. Rebound save made by Blackburn. Clearing attempt won't go. Davis behind the net. Back to Davis out in front. He will score. Quick start for Green. Cam Davis makes it 2-0.
They really need Cam Davis back in this lineup. 5 goals last week in the win, the 14-10 win. And man, oh man, gets on the board here early. Cam Davis, my goodness. Exactly what the doctor ordered here.
Yeah, this is what Teal needed to get that hot start. Teal's defense has not been as strong as it was against Purple. Bad pass there, and it'll go bounce back for Teal. Here they come in the offensive zone. Moving in, shot goes wide. Schooley couldn't get that one in. Turned over though, and here's Amell. Amell tries to find it across, and it'll be tipped in. Luke Amell sends it across the crease. It'll bounce in off Green, and they cut the lead in half.
So weird-looking play in general, and Luke Amell, his second of the GOAT campaign, Cuts the deficit here 2-1. And that's just been the story of Green's season with those just ricocheted passes in front that beat Butterbaugh. Because other than that, Butterbaugh has debatably been the best goaltender in the GOAT League.
And you're looking at the best goals against average on the left side of your screen in Blackburn. So 2 really hot goalies coming into this game, dueling it out. Cam Davis will enter the zone. His shot saved away. Rebound picked up by McKenzie. He'll move this one forward, can't find Snyder. Carrying it is Green in their own zone. Flips it forward. Pass attempt. Race with Davis. Trevino will not get there first. McKenzie will, though. Trevino with it. He'll send this up to Snyder. Snyder puts on the brakes as Teal is changing. Gets around the defense. Moving in. 5-hole scores! Slowed down to a snail's pace and buries that one between the legs of Butterbaugh.
Yeah, Nick Snyder. A lot of room to work with there, the Bismarck of the Null player. And just easy work there for him for his second of the GOAT campaign. And you can't count out Teal after a very slow start.
Yeah, slow start in Teal's favor. Turns around. Here comes Green looking to bounce back. Save made. Is in the crease and got out. Oh, bad bounce. Almost goes in off of Blackburn.
Saxon Robertson has made his way to the bench for Green, so they at least get one more body.
Little fight for it along the benches. McKenzie, surprise, he'll come out with it. Move this one forward. Pass forward again. Schaff will find Snyder. Snyder tries to find McKenzie, put it too far behind him. Green now coming in on an odd man rush. Shot there, saved away by Blackburn and goes into the netting. We're only 5 minutes in this game.
Yeah, 4 goals very early on in this one. We had a little bit of fun here before the game started. We made some fake parlays that you can definitely not bet on. But for mine, I had a parlay revolving around Quinn McKenzie, who has 8 goals so far this season. I said 2.5, and I picked the under on that one. Andrew, what'd you pick?
I would have gone over if I picked that one myself. So we'll have to see who comes out on top for that. Schaff will move in. Save made by Butterbaugh. That's how he scored to start the game against Purple. Edwards behind the net. Pass won't go. Now here comes Green, but intercepted by Teal with Imler. He'll move it forward past Schooley, but it will make its way to Schaff. Back to Schooley. Schooley in, shot is blocked. Now here comes Green. Stock moves this one over. McLean stops back. Shot goes wide. McLean playing with it along the boards. It'll make its way out. Shot there by Simcoe. Saved into the corner. Schaff getting hooked a little bit. Just a little playful, so no call. Edwards will get it. It'll go behind the net. Sent in front, almost kicked in by Schooley. Don't know if that one would have counted. Davis tries to send it across. Oh, almost misplayed there by ML. Will end up in the corner, though. Back to the point for Green. Mauser waits, sends it down. Davis. Back to the point. Shot there is blocked. Bad bounce off of Schooley. Will go a Green way, but ML will intercept the pass. Little tic-tac-toe here for Teal. 3-on-1 developing. Williams' shot goes wide. On the back of the net, tried to go for a wraparound. Popped up in the air. No one will come out with it. Amel can't get it in deep, and now Green turning around as here comes Brody Simcoe. Chased by Schooley. Shot gloved away by Blackburn. Back and forth action as here comes Carter Williams for Teal. He'll go behind the net. Finds Trevino. Trevino back around. Net is off. At the point. Eventually Green will go that way, and here comes Cam Davis. Trevino's chasing. Davis in. Can't get a good handle on it, and covered by Blackburn.
Yeah, Davis feels the pressure. At least gets a shot on. A nice stop there for Mr. Blackburn. As on your end of the parlay here today, you have a line here of a goal differential of 10.5.
I admitted after I made it, it might have been a little ambitious.
Yes.
I was really feeling Teal after their win last week, because now here comes Snyder. He'll break away. One on his tail. Save made. Rebound comes all the way out and bounces over the stick of Williams. Great chance for Teal. Davis. Move this one forward to Mauser. Mauser back to Simcoe. Simcoe, lots of Teal on him. Eventually go out to Trevino. Up to McKenzie. McKenzie will flip this one forward. Here comes Williams. Williams back to McKenzie. Across. One more chance. Goes on net. Snyder was definitely looking for a pass there. Clearing attempt by Green is intercepted. Imler's with it. Dancing. In the offensive zone back to Snyder. Snyder down to McKenzie. In front. Save made. Butterbaugh. On the shot right in front. Goes down behind the net. Williams with it. To McKenzie. McKenzie will try and find Snyder just out of his reach and go back to center ice. Snyder putting on the moves here in front of Stock. Back over to Imler. Teal's been feeling it recently. Schaff with lots of speed moving in. Dangles, misses the net. Had Butterbaugh beat, just misses wide. Pass there by Edwards. Goes all the way out and Mel can't get to it. Schaff turns it over, but getting it back is Amel, who move it up to McKenzie. McKenzie, Williams. Save made by Butterbaugh. Green trying again, moving it forward. Here they come. Goes for the Kucherov. Save made by Blackburn, though. Amel all the way forward to Edwards. Bounces back, and now here comes Green. McLean, spin around move to Davis. Shot goes high over the net. Amel will pick it up and carry for Teal, who moved this one all the way forward, and here comes Schooley. Schooley in, saved away by Butterbaugh. Schooley to the slot, to Schaff. Schaff tries to go across, can't find the stick. Behind the net, Schaff still with it. Back to the point, Trevino finds a man just out of his reach though of Edwards. To Schooley. Back to Edwards, out to Trevino. Goes for the tip in front and they score. Jack Edwards gets Green all mismatched and tips that one in.
It was a matter of time before something found the back of the net. All Teal for the last couple of minutes, and that shot deflected by Edwards gives Teal their first lead of the game, and they had to work really hard against Butterbaugh to even get that far into this hockey game.
Yeah, but the defensive-wise, ever since that second goal's gone in for Green, I think it's been all Teal.
It really has been. It's been Butterbaugh. It's the only reason, at least for the last 10 minutes, why it's a one-goal game.
Williams will move it to Trevino. Trevino drops this one. Here comes Ramirez. Dane Ramirez pass across. Out of reach of Williams. He'll has to corral it instead of taking a shot. Ramirez across. Waiting, firing over the net. Trevino will move it down to Ramirez. Ramirez down to Williams. Williams can't get it out. Here comes Teal into the offensive zone. Williams moves it over. Ramirez. Back one more time. Across again. They will score. Brendan Schooley with his third of the campaign. It's 4-2.
Yeah, this is where Green, it's the end of the periods. They get really tired really fast, and the flurry of chances in front of Butterbaugh. Eventually one finds a way to back net and then starts to steamroll a little bit. That's just been Green's downfall, because you take the first half of the first period, Green might be undefeated. Yeah. Honestly.
They come out really strong, but they just run out of gas.
It's the lack of players that hurts.
And here comes Teal once again. Snyder's shot saved away by Butterbaugh. Into the center for Mauser. Mauser gets intercepted by Snyder. Pass this one in front. Just shooting it wide was Williams. Back with it. Teal once again. Imler finds Ramirez. One more pass across to Snyder. Pass across. Save made there by Butterbaugh on Williams. Still, and eventually getting it out is Green, and now here comes Davis. Has to get around Imler. Doesn't get around him, but gets a shot off. Move by Green. Shot there. Ends up going wide. Here comes McKenzie now. He'll carry for Teal. He'll drop it. Ramirez. Shot save made and held.
Man, Teal up to 16 shots now in this first half to only Green's 11. I feel like if you only lost the last couple of minutes, you're wondering how Green has 11.
Yeah.
But honestly, out of the break is their chance to reset and try to get as many goals as they humanly can here before Teal starts to do exactly what they're doing right now.
McLean holds it at the line, gets pushed by ML. He'll still keep possession, though. Send it in deep, but Snyder is there, turns it over to Simcoe. He'll drop it one more time. Simcoe in the slot. Backhand shot. Can't go. Tried to bank it off the goaltender. It won't go. Simcoe still digging with it. Eventually coming out with it is Teal and McKenzie. He'll flip this one forward to Snyder. Here comes Nick Snyder on a breakaway. 5-hole. No goal. That one was tight. That's for sure.
Yeah. Dramatic pause. Butterbaugh underneath his right pad and somehow kept out. I'm not sure if I think it was Mauser or Robertson, to put it back into his pad. Maybe saved a goal because the referee had no clue where that puck was.
Yeah, that might have been in and pushed back. But we will never know. Moving forward, Green, McLean. Off the stick of Blackburn. It'll wrap around all the way as we get our weekly thunderstorm
I was
outside.
just about to say the next break and go, here we go, the weekly thunderstorm in full effect.
Here comes McLean into the slot. Tipped and just wide by Robertson. Amel will pick it up for Teal. Tries to send it forward. Will find Edwards. He'll chip it off the boards in the offensive zone where Green will be the first one to get it. Behind the net, moves this one forward to Stock. Stock can't get around Schaff. He'll move it to McKenzie. McKenzie back to Schaff. Schaff into the slot. Shot. Glove save. Rebound is there. Saved away by Stock. Williams still digging for it. Schaff with it. Back. Williams to McKenzie. He will bury that one. Butterbaugh looked like a fish swimming out of water that whole play, and eventually it cost him.
Yeah, I said it once before. It was just a matter of time at that one. And Quentin McKenzie, now with goal number 9, he's starting to take control here. He might be the first player to hit double digits on goals on the season.
He might. Stock almost saving. Well, he did save the day for Butterbaugh, but just couldn't get it out and reset. And just the constant moving back and forth hurt Butterbaugh in the end. Dane Ramirez able to push off the puck. Moves this one over. Williams can't get another pass. That clear attempt by Green will go careening back into their own zone. As here comes Green. Stock will carry it in. Poked off his stick. Carrying forward is Schooley. Schooley moves it forward. Williams. Across. Trevino. Tries to find the stick of Schooley. Can't find it. Williams trying to send it in deep. Davis will get there instead. Pass is blocked by Ramirez. And any hope of Green offense just keeps going right into Teal's hands.
The defense that Teal's put together, led by Tristan Trevino, has been nothing short of amazing all season long.
Blackburn's pass goes all the way down the ice. Now here comes Schooley. Poked away by Butterbaugh. Looking for a goalie point there almost.
I want to see Butterbaugh get an assist at some point. Just come out of the net and just throw one deep.
Stock, he'll carry in for Green. Drops it for Davis. Davis is coming in, goes behind the net. Sent towards the slot, intercepted by Ramirez. Ramirez up to Imler. Imler with some space, finds Ramirez. Gets around Stock, and now here comes Dane Ramirez. Offensive zone, passes this one across. One more try. No one there.
Mother Nature didn't like that one. Loud thunder in the background after the miss.
Ramirez over to Schooley. Schooley catching Green in a change. Only 2 people on the ice. Save made by Butterbaugh. Still only 3. Now finally getting a 4th on the ice. Schooley gets poked off his stick. Now here comes Green. 2-on-1. Saxon Robertson. Save made. Rebound digging for it and eventually cleared out by Ramirez. Schooley carrying. Gets around defense. Tried to go one-handed. Saved away by Butterbaugh though.
Yeah, that would have been a pretty goal. Walks around one, has one hand on his thing, tries the one tuck. But Butterbaugh doing what he does best. Tight corner breakaways or one-on-ones. Phenomenal. One of the best.
It's just when you get him moving back to back, side to side. Not his absolute best, as Teal has seemed to exploit in their last at least 4 goals.
Yeah, after 4 or 5 left to rights, eventually, there's going to be some space to bury.
Cutting in. Tipped off Butterbaugh. Now here comes Simcoe. McKenzie can't get it off his stick. Moving it forward to Robertson. Robertson in. Back to Simcoe. Poked off the stick by Snyder. Great defense again by Teal. Snyder gets pickpocketed by Simcoe. Across. Save made by Blackburn. Snyder up to McKenzie. 2-on-1 for Teal now. McKenzie's shot will go wide. Schaff trying to beat Simcoe to it, but Simcoe will be the first one to it. He'll loop around, goes towards the slot, runs into AJ Schaff, not letting him go by. Penalty upcoming against Simcoe for a high stick.
Yeah, a little too aggressive when he got tied up there. Let the frustrations boil over. And Teal will head to the power play. They've struck once already this season off the stick of AJ Schaff. And you have to imagine here, led by Quinn McKenzie, it's a very deadly group on the ice here that, pretty much going to kill off the rest of the period if not successful. But man, these guys can move the puck around, and all 4 guys are a shot threat.
Yeah, Snyder, McKenzie, Trevino, and Schaff on the ice. Great win by Snyder to win it back to Schaff. He has it now. Schaff in, finds McKenzie. Great save by Butterbaugh. Here comes Davis. Trying to score short-handed to get Simcoe out of the box. Won't go his way. Now here comes a 3-on-1 for Teal. Into the offensive zone. McKenzie can't find Snyder at a wide-open net if he finds the pass. McLean. Over to Davis. Davis will go all the way back. It'll find Mauser. And chased to center ice by McKenzie. Sent in on goal. Saved away. Before it's picked up by Snyder. Snyder up to Schaff. Schaff drops it for Snyder. Snyder loses it. And now here comes Green, 2-on-1 shorthanded. Here comes Mauser across. Can't get the shot off with Stock. Stock behind the net. Pass is deflected. Now here comes Snyder. 4-on-1 for Teal. One goes for a change. McKenzie cutting in. Forehand. Can't get it past Butterbaugh. Edwards spin around on net. Won't go. Imler. Back to the point. Ramirez. Ramirez passes this one down. McKenzie behind the back to Ramirez. Back to the point. Imler steps into the slot. Drops. Edwards. Shot. Scores. What a shot by Jack Edwards. And they score with 6 seconds to go before Simcoe is set free.
Beautiful set play between McKenzie, Ramirez, Imler, and eventually the goal scorer, Edwards. A lot of space upstairs for Edwards to take advantage of. And they're going to take a 4-goal lead into the first half break. But first, we got to kill off a couple seconds here.
Yes, 15 seconds. Simcoe set free on the drop. Schooley loses this one. Now McLean with it for Green. Sent across. Can't find the stick. Sent forward. Ramirez. Time expires. Teal goes down 2-0 in the first 2 minutes of the game. And the following 21 result in 6 goals for Teal. 6 unanswered. We will be back in about 2 minutes to see how this one ends. Second period about to go as we have to push some players out of the faceoff dot. Getting a little too close.
A little too comfortable for the ref's liking.
Ramirez off the draw will send this one back to Edwards. He'll wrap it all the way around. No Teal around, though, as this one's going to go all the way back behind Butterbaugh. So a long clear. Stock will have it. Moves it forward. Mauser and Stock. Teal will clear that one. Amell. Amell with it. Dancing. Find the stick of Schooley. He'll go back to the point. Ramirez over to Amell. Amell in front. No one there. Schooley. Down to Edwards. Poked off his stick, but he'll regain. Back to Schooley, to Ramirez. Ramirez tried to toe drag, can't get around Saxon Robertson. Here comes Davis. Davis in shot save made. Blackburn. Caden, what were your thoughts on that first period?
Yeah, the start, like I said, Green, very good at first half of the first period. The end, you saw the wheels fall off. Only having 3 subs kind of plays a part in that. And then the shots, of course, 23-14. That's a lot of work in front of Landon Butterbaugh and just not a lot of offensive zone time for Team Green.
If I'm not mistaken, when Teal made it 2-2, it was 15-11 in shots.
Which is crazy.
And now here comes Teal on a 3-on-1 shot. There goes saved away. Behind the net, Williams tried to bat it in with Snyder. Couldn't get a handle on it. Now here comes Robertson. Moves it forward for Mauser. Mauser for Robertson. Can't bury it. He'll keep possession, though. Moves it back to the point. Poked away there by Blackburn, away from Davis. Davis poked off his stick. And now here comes Teal with another offensive zone time. Backhand shot there goes wide off Williams. Schaff in the slot off the bar. Here comes Green. It's McLean. McLean gets poked off his stick and stood up by Imler.
It's a big hit there from a big defenseman in Braden Imler.
Imler trying to get around McLean. McLean will steal it off of him and go out to center. Simcoe, little too early. Offsides is the call.
That one, I think, was one of the more close offsides calls I've seen. I think he maybe got back to the line just in time, which would have been an A-plus chance for Green.
Teal's bench was pretty happy about that call.
They've been vocal this entire second period of getting their boys riled up, especially after that Imler check there.
Yeah. Off the draw, Simcoe will have it. Simcoe shot scores. Off the draw. Simcoe will bury that one. It's 6-3.
Exactly what Green needed to start this second half was get on the board early and get on the board fast. And Simcoe's second of the game gets the job done. If you're green here, you're looking probably the next 3 or 4 minutes to at least put in 2 more here before you start getting a little bit more tired.
Teal will take this one off the draw. Here's Schaff, 3-on-1. Shot scores. Not what you wanted if you're green. A.J. Schaff comes in and rips it off the bar and in.
A.J. Schaff right behind his line mate in Quinn McKenzie with now 8 goals on the campaign. Those two, a dynamic duo. And we saw them last season go head-to-head on different squads, now on the same team. A big reason why Teal is at the top of the standings in the Go 4v4 League.
Teal takes this one off the draw. Here's Imler. Imler up to McKenzie. McKenzie still with it. Trying to get around McLean. He'll move this one up to Snyder. Snyder slaps. Shot. Save made. Rebound is loose. Williams can't get there. Behind the net, Mahler. Moves it to McLean. McLean's clearing attempt won't go. McKenzie out front to Williams. Save made by Butterbaugh. That one cleared down the ice. No icing is the call. Imler fighting with it. He'll come out with it. Imler with McLean on him. Eventually will spin and get a little breather. Teal putting some pressure on our mystery player. We never figured out who it was.
Yeah, still blanking here, boys.
He'll move in. Shot there, saved away, blocked away by ML. Williams tried to find Ramirez. We'll find McKenzie instead. Here comes Quinn McKenzie. Drops it for Ramirez. Back to McKenzie. Tipped wide. Williams will send this one around. No green body around as Ramirez will take the long stride across the ice. Sent in front for ML. Poked away by Butterbaugh, though. Kept it at the line. Rebound in front. McKenzie scores. A weird play there for Teal, but it doesn't matter. Quinn McKenzie's on the board.
Yikes. Number 2 on the night for McKenzie there. Off a really weird play. And if you have the 2.5 line that I said earlier in this game, wow, that's a pretty good line, I said, huh?
Yeah.
So I guess to the left of us here, I was looking outside at the rain. My goodness, is it dumping out there.
You can hear it.
Yes.
Off the draw. Here comes Edwards. Save made Butterbaugh.
I guess that your 10.5 line is getting a little bit more friendly.
Yeah. Blackburn behind the net to get it. Over to Schooley. Schooley up to Amel. Moves this one forward to Edwards. Edwards finds Amel. Amel moving in. Save made Butterbaugh.
Ooh. The slide left. Takes the post with him. A beautiful stop there for Team Green's netminder. And you look at his stats this year, he's 1-2 with 11.67 goals against. I wish we kept track of the shots, because I want to know how many shots he's faced this season. Because right now it's at 30 in this game.
It's at 30, and he had 50 against Purple.
Yeah.
Amel off the draw into the slot shot. Scores. Luke Amel will make this 9-3 as Teal seemingly running away with this one.
Yeah, Amel's second the game here, third on the season for the Sacred Heart defenseman. And I always bring this up every time Amel gets on the score sheet, does something. He was not originally on this roster. Two were short players, and him and Brendan Schooley were added onto this Team Teal roster.
Edwards off another face-off win. Drops this one back. Schooley with it now. Went for a Michigan, falls off the stick. Across. Ramirez. Dancing with it, back to Schooley. Schooley down. Ramirez, shot, save made into the corner. Edwards pass will make it all the way to Trevino, but out of the zone. Green pokes it. Now here they come. Trevino tries to get it off, and he will, and moves it forward to Schooley. Brendan Schooley in, scores! Brendan Schooley, top corner, double digits for Teal.
With Davis breathing down his back, he somehow gets that shot away and beats Butterbaugh up high. Man, Schooley is having himself a night, his second of the game. Crazy work here from the Oklahoma forward in the NAHL.
Here comes Teal once again. Shaft shot save made Butterbaugh. This will make its way up to Snyder at the point. Across, shot, misses the net. Back to Snyder. Snyder went for a Michigan as well. Loses that off.
You gotta wonder, at some point here, someone's going to actually get the full attempt off.
Imler went for the drop, and it'll go a Teal way. Davis, across. Shot, save made Blackburn. Now here comes Carter Williams. Breakaway. Scores! Carter Williams will make this one 11-3, extending the Teal lead.
Yeah, his 5th of the season, 1st of the game. An 8-goal lead for Team Teal, who has really been feeling it and making their case known of why they should be in the GOAT 2025 playoffs.
And they're seemingly on their way. Barring a huge comeback, here comes Snyder. Across, misses wide is Williams. Barring a huge comeback from Green, Teal will be in, maybe, if my math is correct.
Yes. I mean, at 4-0, you'd safely assume that's enough.
Especially when only one other team has a winning record.
Yes.
McLean will try and flip this one out, stopped by Schaff. Poked off his stick by Robertson. He'll try and find Davis in the middle. Will. Save made. Rebound. Wraparound. Save made by Blackburn. That one sent the length of the ice. No icing. At the plate is Butterbaugh. But it'll go to Teal. 4-on-1. Dancing with it. Over the net. Amel. Moving in. Down behind the net. Shot, Williams. Rebound in the crease. Cleared out. Poked by Amel. That one was almost dangerous.
Mauser was putting one in his own goaltender trying to clear that one.
Simcoe tries to find McLean, but finds Robertson instead. He'll find McLean. His shot, he will score. McLean starts the comeback early, and it's 11-4.
McLean, one of the hot players for Green, nets his 2nd of the season. More of a disher than a scorer for his squad, but puts one in the back on that. Makes 11-4, down to 12 minutes to go here. We've seen crazy things happen.
We have. Anything can still happen. It is GOAT 4v4. Green wins this faceoff. Simcoe with it. Schooley will steal it, though. Here comes Schooley. Shot, save made by Butterbaugh. He'll get it, gives it to McKenzie. Quinn McKenzie dancing into the slot. Shot, save made, rebound over the net. McKenzie still with it, up to Schooley. Schooley tries to find McKenzie. It'll be intercepted. Green now cutting forward. McKenzie will cut that off, and now here comes Teal. McKenzie waits. Back. Schooley, pass in, save made, Butterbaugh. Clearing attempt is blocked by McKenzie for the time being. It's now Mauser. Mauser will get it to Simcoe. He'll get around Ramirez. 3-on-1 for Green. Simcoe gets around, save made, rebound cleared out of there by Trevino. Ramirez moves this one forward to Schooley. Schooley moving in behind the net. Tries to find McKenzie. Tipped off course, though. McKenzie dancing. Down. Imler. Pass across. Still digging for it. Amazing save there by Butterbaugh reaching back.
There's 2 things on that play I've noticed. 1, Brendan Schooley's looking for the hat trick. And 2, someone definitely gave Quinn McKenzie the word there's a 2.5 money line on his goals on the night. He's sitting at 2 and he's trying to shoot.
Yeah. Ramirez will win this draw back to McKenzie. Across. Edwards. Off the bar. Kept into the line by Imler. Down to Edwards. Ramirez dances around Simcoe. Edwards' shot is blocked wide. McKenzie back to Ramirez. Tries to go across. A deflection. Imler will have it. Turns it over to Simcoe, though. Simcoe with it. Moves it over to his fellow number 10. As he just gets collapsed on by Teal bodies. But comes out a green way. Simcoe with it. Loses it. And a big hit by Imler once again.
My goodness, Imler everywhere on the ice defensively, making his presence known with a physicality. Taking the page out of Team Purple's book and not being afraid to throw the weight around.
Ramirez moves this forward. Edwards scores. Jack Edwards. His hat trick goal. And it's 12-4.
Yeah, 9 minutes still to go. Green just kind of wishing that clock would be at 2 times speed at least here.
Yeah.
There's now 42 shots on goal for Team Teal.
To 18 for Green.
Yes.
Robertson will pass this one back. Moving forward, getting around Amel. Cutting in, save made Blackburn. Seemingly new life in this Green team. They seem a lot faster than they did just that last shift. But turning it over to Williams. Here comes Schaff. Schaff tries to find a pass across. Too many Green around him. Moving forward. It's Davis. Drops it to Stock. Still has it. Dances. Can't tuck it. Could have been looking for a Michigan in front. Cleared out of the net by Amel. Don't know how that one didn't go in.
Yeah, crazy work there from Luke Amel. Just trusting the goaltender, find the puck, and just get it the heck out of there.
Tried to be chipped in. Didn't get enough of it, so Amel will be there to pick it up for Teal. Tries to clear it. Robertson there for Green. Keeps it in at the line. Sent across. Tipped there by Blackburn. Now here comes Teal. Pushing forward. Edwards got to get on his horse, and he will. Too far for Williams. And tried to find Robertson, but changing in the process.
Yeah, Green just out of gas at this point. They're all just trying to get by as much time on the bench as they can.
Butterball's pass intercepted. Here's Williams' shot. Save made by Butterbaugh. 7 minutes to go in this game.
Yeah, one-on-one, Butterbaugh standing tall again there, and now has 31 saves on the evening.
Face-off win for Snyder. He'll go back, tipped. Save made on Williams. Back to Trevino. Up to Schooley. Schooley tries to find the man in front, and Snyder can't find his stick. Williams in a board battle, pushed over to Stock. Back to McLean. McLean shot gloved away by Blackburn. McLean still with it. Pass across. Blocked in front. Broken stick on the shot there. Mauser's upset. Now here comes Schooley. 2-0 if he slows, and he will. With Snyder. Save made. Rebound. Williams. Save made by Butterbaugh.
Wow, just the patience to try to pull Butterball out, and he doesn't bite. And makes an incredible couple of saves there. As they're now approaching 50 shots on the game, and Mauser at least looks like he's a backup on the bench there, but after that stick broke, he just said, yeah, this is pretty much done for me.
Here comes Teal, Simcoe, leading the 3-on-1. Shot scores. Brody Simcoe gets his second of the game. 12-5 now with 5 minutes to go.
Third. That's a hat trick right there for Simcoe.
Oh, I misread your paper. My mistake.
It's okay. Simcoe and lighten up the scoreboard for his squad, as that's goal number 5, 6, and 7 on the season for him.
He'll try and take it off the draw, but Imler, he will hold. Goes behind Blackburn. Drops it for Ramirez. He's got speed. He'll move around. Goes behind the net. Back to the point. Snyder. Still with it. Can't find a stick. Heimler will have it after picking up the loose puck over to Ramirez. Ramirez flips it to McKenzie. McKenzie across. Snyder waits. Rebound. Ramirez. Teal can't get a shot off. Ramirez fans on it. Here comes Teal. Stock. Chased down by Ramirez and blocked by McKenzie. Moves this one forward. Snyder to McKenzie. McKenzie's shot saved away. Didn't even go down with Butterbaugh. A little bit over, and that goes in.
Yeah, trust your pad, I guess, and save the energy.
McLean's pass gets blocked. Imler finds McKenzie. Ramirez. McKenzie dances. Save made, Butterbaugh. Keeping your parlay happy. Here comes Simcoe. Breakaway on Blackburn. Between the legs, save made. McLean scores. Blackburn put it in his own net, complaining there was no whistle. No complaining about the line. Because that will ruin Blackburn's goals against average.
Yeah, that's going to take us minor dent, as that's goal number 6 landed on the evening. He had a 5 goals against perfectly coming into this game, so minor damage, I should say, to the stats here for Ethan Blackburn.
Edwards. Moving in, shot. Save made. Goes off the back. McKenzie there. Another great save. Here comes Robertson. Seemingly new life in this green team. But a loss pass there, and now here comes Teal. Every time I say it, McKenzie scores. Quinn McKenzie gets number 3, and it's 13-6 Teal.
Dang, all right. There goes my my bet for this game. Thanks, Quinn. Hey, that's 10 goals on the nose. There you go. The first double-digit goal scorer this season. Congrats, Quinn.
Edwards, he'll move this one forward to McKenzie. Here he comes again. Across. Schaff can't pull the trigger. Still taking for it with Simcoe. 2 minutes to go. Simcoe stopped by Snyder to Schaff. McKenzie covered by Butterbaugh.
McKenzie's trying to ruin the alternate spread of 3.5 for everyone else that's on that line.
Just under 2 minutes to go. 13-6 the score, as Teal has been rolling this whole game.
Yeah, the offense is clicked. The defense is strong. The goaltending is strong. This is a team that's going to go pretty far in the playoffs, I believe.
Amel drops it. Schaff scores. AJ Schaff. 1:30 to go, and it's 14-6. Trying to hit my line now.
Yeah, 10.5. They're not counting the shots there, but it's now north over 50 shots that Butterbaugh has seen today.
Pushed forward. Schooley. McKenzie. Save made, Butterbaugh.
He's not leaving here without a fight.
Net is empty. Trying to ruin my line as Simcoe will score to make it 13-7 with a minute to go.
Now they put Blackburn back. I got to remember, that's an empty netter. It's not going to count against them.
That's not going to count.
Weird I have to put empty netter on the losing team's side.
Sent in by Mauser. Behind the net, Trevino. Trevino moves this one forward. Williams gets lit up. Called offsides. I don't know if I agree. Williams' foot was over the line when he was getting bodied in midair.
Yeah, Mauser's not going to be afraid to throw that body in a battle of the number 5s there. I think we just give him the benefit of the doubt here. Like, all right, I'm going to allow you to get up.
No one in the draw for Teal. And that's still going to end up on Teal's stick. Blackburn sends it down. Shot from the blue line. No go. 8 seconds to go as Teal, the first time in team history, will make the Cranberry Cup playoffs with a 13-7 win over Green and improve to 4-0 on the season.
What a turnaround this team has had. They've had the first overall selection, a handful of drafts. They've picked well. Great work from Captain Jack Edwards to assemble this team. Quinn McKenzie, Tristan Trevino, AJ Schaff. The list goes on and on. Everyone playing a part. And now they're going to the playoffs and are easily the favorite going into the playoffs come a couple weeks' time.
Yeah, they have the win over the reigning champions in purple, who looked unbeatable in the first 2 weeks, winning by, I think, 10 or close to it in both games. And getting shut down to 5 goals against this great defensive Teal team. Also able to solve Hale. This Teal team looks really strong.
Yeah, last 4 games, only 4 games that have been played. 10-5, 11-5, 9-5, 13-7.
And 1 empty netter, so
13-6.
yeah, basically
Yes.
13-6. But just a great showing by Teal this game. Green, they had their moments, but 8 shots in the second period.
Yeah, it's just not a winning material, and having 7 players is also not a winning material.
Yeah.
It's just something you just get the unfortunate draw at times.
Yeah. So that will do it for Game 1. Game 2 will be back here in about 15 minutes. It will be black versus white. That will be the 3 seed taking on the 5 seed. Both teams looking to make that jump, as the bottom 4 are all pretty close.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, and teams are going to separate themselves this week.
Yeah. So we will be back in about 15 minutes for Game 2.
Welcome back to the GOAT 4v4 League. My name is Billy Depew. Andrew Keel to my left. Folks, what we have is a self-titled race war. Not to be mistaken for the color of their skin, but rather just the jersey colors. We have Team White versus Team Black for the second game slate. Both teams coming off a loss last week. Black lost to Team Green 14-10, and White coming off a 1-goal close game loss to Team Red by the score of 9-8. Andrew, any expectations in this game looking ahead?
I think this is a real close one. This is the first one that really could determine how the rest of the season goes for these two teams. White, coming in off that overtime loss to Red, that moved them actually further ahead in the standings. They're now sitting in third place, 1-1-1 record, sitting themselves in third. Black, on the other hand, sitting in fifth, currently out of a playoff spot, 1-2, tied with Green, but Green with the tiebreaker with that win last week.
Of course, so this game definitely holds playoff implications. As we know, this last game that was played between Teal and Green, Teal was able to clinch their playoff spot, advancing to 3-0 on the year. Puck drop is upon us, and we are underway here at the Mario Lemieux Sports Complex Center. Black is going to win this face-off here. That's going to be taken in by number 8, Justin Gibson. It's going to be Cohen Bell Sterling down on the end, loses it, taken away by White. Going the other way is Mike Ferrantino. Ferrantino is going to give it up. Played down once again to Justin Gibson. Gibson patiently waiting, looking for a pass across. Lachon could not control it. I hope I said that right. Also, just a disclaimer for you folks at home, we currently are having some jersey issues thanks to our wonderful boss, Caden, for providing us with rosters. Just kidding, Caden. White with a shot on net, saved there by Carson Fry from the Wisconsin River Falls. But yes, we are missing some jersey numbers, so we do apologize in advance if we cannot figure it out. White with some play down in Black's own end. Anthony Sawicki has it. Sawicki with the wrister, no good. Saved by Fry. White controlling a pass off the pad there. Going the other way is Garen. Oh, I could not pronounce that last name. Is it Michalski?
Michalski.
Michalski, thank you. Black's going to win that puck back. Broken up there by White. Going the other way. With a shot on net there, no good. Dumping it down. It's going to end into Michalski's shot. Saved there by Dylan Bork. Michalski's pass across, corralled in on the backhand there. Can't sneak it in. Opportunity there for, oh man, what are you guys doing to me with these last names?
Petrov.
Man? That was Petrov? It was Petrov. I apologize. Between the leg shot there, no good. Gloved by Carson Fry.
A lot slower pace than last game. Less shots, less goals definitely in the first 3 minutes of this game. Last game was already 2-1 at this point. But definitely back and forth, chess match, feeling each other out. White with some great plays, stopping some clearing attempts with a couple sticks that could have been labeled high, but were ultimately not.
And, you got to give Green a little bit of credit, Going into that second half, it really looked like Teal was just going to absolutely run away with this one, and they were able to put some goals up. Still lost by 6, but went out fighting. Here's a wrist shot there, stopped by Bork. Going the other way is White. Mark Evans could not corral that one. Going the other way is Ricky Boyson. Boyson with some pace. It's going to end up to Sawicki, and we're going to get an offsides call.
I didn't see that one, so I don't know how offsides it was. Was not by much. Seemingly, they're taking no liberties on offsides. There were a couple close ones last game, too.
Absolutely. Some, in my opinion, should have been called, but rather they weren't. So Zebras will keep it on point for the rest of the match, hopefully. Black wins another face-off. Taken away by White. Bode Wise going on the other end. Wise gets lifted, still has it, able to make a pass back, picked off by Black. That's Nick Sawicki going the other way. Sawicki with an opportunity. Beautiful move. Bork gets a skate on it. And it's going to go in.
A misplay there by White. Wise tried to put that one behind the net, ended up putting it off the net, bounced right back to the stick, and put in by Black.
And that'll be the goal will be for Nick Sawicki. That'll be goal number 10 for him on the year as Black takes a lead 1-0. And yet another face-off win for Black, Andrew. They're really dominating in that department early on.
Yeah. It's actually goal 6 for Sawicki.
Oh, I was looking at last year's stats. I do apologize. That is goal number 6 for Nick Sawicki on the year. Wrist shot opportunity for White. Fry, and it finds its way in. Goal by number 12, Brody George, his 5th on the year. White knots this one up. Another face-off win for Black. Corralled in by Mikulski. We were just corrected on that. Thank you very much for the fans in attendance tonight for that. A battle for the puck on the board's going to go the other way. Anthony Sawicki will go after this one. Brody George is going to play it around at his own end. Picked off there by Mikulski. He still has it. Mikulski gets picked off. White going the other way. And Sawicki has some speed. Sawicki with the backhand, no good, saved by Fry. He's going to play it up in the air. Way to break it up there was Brody George. Jaden Valentine could not control that one, so Black will play it back. Taken in by Black once again. Wrist shot opportunity, saved by Bork. Mikulski put a wrister on net there. Better saved by Bork. Now White has an opportunity. That will be one of our no names for tonight. We do not have a name for number 14 in White. We are still working on that, but Black has an opportunity on their own end. Great pass. Wrist shot there, no good by Mikulski. Played behind the net. Out to Black. Mikulski with it. Gets broken up. Mikulski really involved with this offensive pressure so far. Taken away by White. Lieb has it. Xavier Lieb surveying. Leaves the pass off there. Wrist shot there, no good. Mike Ferrantino with the wrist shot there. Could not get it to go. Now Black has an opportunity. A lot of back and forth play going on. Little tripped up there in front of the net. Regardless, Black still has the puck. They are currently fighting for it. Played back to Ricky Boyson. Boyson with the pass out wide. Wrister there is good. Aiden Petrov with the goal there. His first of the night. That'll be goal number 5 for him on this GOAT 4v4 campaign this season.
Yeah, Petrov with a nice shot there. Just laid that one straight across the ice. Able to find a weak spot behind Bork and just slide that one in.
That goal is going to make it a 1-goal lead with just a little over 15 minutes left to go in this first period. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, non-stop clock. We start with 23. We'll end up at 0 here, and we'll play another half. White controlling in Black's end. Picked off there by Black. That's going to be Nick Sawicki. Sawicki with the pass back. Wrist shot there. Glove by Bork. Beautiful save there.
Beautiful save there by Bork on Petrov. Made it look easy. Didn't even react, basically. Just straight into the glove and just snatched it.
A little bit of a snap there from the old 2-9er son. Face off in White's own end. Battle for it up on the boards. Leo Lachon has it. going to be taken away, and White has an opportunity going the other end. That's Mark Evans. Evans with a pass out in front. Wrist shot there, wide. And a little bit of play in front of the net here. Couldn't find anything there. Pass to Bode Wise. Can't keep it in there. Can't keep it in Black's end, excuse me. They'll reset, and now another opportunity arises. Mike Ferrantino took a little bit too much time there to find a shot. Regardless, they'll reset. Wise with the wrister. Off the pads of Fry. Going the other way is number 14. Broken up there. Mark Evans has it. A little bit of dancing from Evans. Down low. Pass left out in front. Wide open, and somehow, no. Ooh. The Zebras are going to give it to him.
That was real close.
And I was honestly surprised by that, from up here at least. It looked like the puck seemingly stayed right on that line there, but Mark Evans will get credited for the goal.
Yeah, it did look like it popped right in that line, unless it was so fast in and out that it looked like it.
Black has it. Game all knotted up with a little under 13 minutes left to go. Pass a little wide. Jaden Valentine has it. Valentine tries to hit Wise. Couldn't get it to him. Going the other way is Black. That's Bell Sterling. Great patience there from Tyler Love to keep it back. Don't need an unnecessary offsides if you don't need it. Now they'll replay. Pass out to Love. Love tries to put it in front of the net. No one home. Bell Sterling has it. He's going to give it back to Love. Love out to Gibson. Pass cannot be corralled. Regardless, Black still has it. Shot on net there. No good. Some play up against the boards. Black comes out with it. Taking his time out to Gibson. Gibson with the high wrister there. No good. Going the other way is White. That's Bode Wise. Wise with the pass out in front. Great save there by Fryo, and he whiffs on it. Still can't find it. And we'll have a stoppage for a little bit of a net shift there. Big opportunity missed for White there, Andrew.
Swing and a miss from Mike Ferrantino. That's why he doesn't play baseball. That was a layup right into a breadbasket, and he's swing and a miss. Strike one.
I tell you what, though, I think these guys would be really good at golf. I bet you they could drive the crap out of the ball. Like Happy Gilmore. White will win the faceoff, so it'll stay in Black's end. Whiff there around the net. It'll be Kamzik with it. Battle up against the boards. Kamzik has no one, but he will find Brody George. George puts it out in front, no good. Another really good opportunity for White. Just missed up. No tripping call there, so we'll continue play. Wrist shot there, and the puck ends up behind the net. It's going to be Petrov with it. Petrov with a little bit of a drag. Still gets taken away. White going the other end. That's Brody George. Brody George with pace. Wrist shot there. Misses the net. K's Kamzik has it. Black will pick it off. Mikulski has a little bit of trouble controlling it, but regardless, he'll come out with it. Still has it, and it gets broken up. Kamzik with it. Kamzik with a shot opportunity off the iron. Great shot there from Kamzik. Just met the pole in red. Wrist shot there, no good. Petrov's shot is just wide. Now we have an opportunity once again for Kamzik. Kamzik's wrister saved by Fry. 9:35 left to go here in this first half of the GOAT 4v4 League between Black and White. Black will go the other way with it. That's Sawicki. Zwicky gives it up, looks for a pass back, met by Bork. Pretty much seemingly a ping-pong game, just going back and forth in possession battles. All four in white down in front of the net. Wrist shot there, no good. A puck in front of the net. Great stop by Leo Lachon.
A lot of pucks going up in the air, and no one can seemingly knock them into the net. That's 2 for Black that have been popped up in the air. Can't swing it in.
Petrov has it. Looking for a wrister's, just going to play it back to Lachon. Lachon with a light wrister there. Completely misses the net, but he'll get his own rebound. A little bit of a Angel Reese type play there. A me-bound. Pushing in is Black, met by a couple white jerseyed defenders. Opportunity at the point. Glove there by Dylan Bork. I got to tell you, Andrew, Borky's glove looks beautiful tonight.
It does. Looks really strong so far this game. And this game has been very, very low scoring. Very just feeling each other out. And it's been a while since the last goal.
It certainly has. Goalie play has really met expectations. And, man, look at Borky's glove. It's a thing of beauty right now. He's all over that left side of the net.
Are we sure his name's not Barry Allen in there?
Right? Black wins yet another faceoff. It's played down to Justin Gibson. Pass cannot go through. White almost had an opportunity. They're going to win it back. That's Mark Evans from the Pens Elite team, also with Bismarck. Fry will deflect that one up into the netting, and we'll get a face-off reset.
Shots now 13-8 in favor of White. White has the edge, but it hasn't seemed like either team has had an edge this whole game.
Well, you know, obviously there's power in numbers, but quality shots as well. I think Black has had some really good shots on net. Just need to find a way to finish it. Here's an opportunity for Black. A lot of passes back and forth. Wrist shot there, saved by Borg. Good opportunity there for Tyler Love. Had a 3-on-1, just couldn't find the back of the net here with 6:55 left to go in this first half.
Yeah, Bork has looked really strong. That's not to discredit Fry on the other side. He's looked really well as well, really good as well. A lot of good goalie play so far this whole season, which is not what you expected from a 4v4 league.
Absolutely not, and the goal per game average will tell you so. Borky letting up about 7 goals a game right now. Actually, 7 to be exact is his goal average against, which may seem like a high number, but really in this league, that's not terrible. That's really not terrible at all, Andrew.
Wow.
Black will win it. They'll go the other way. That's Ricky Boyson. Boyson tries to get a little toe drag swag there. Cannot get past the defender. Mikulski has it. He'll play it over to Cohen Bell Sterling. Now Mikulski has it. Leaves it back for Bell Sterling once again. Pass out in front. Wrister there. No good. Hits off the back of the net. Tries to sneak it around. The back is Bell Sterling. Pass attempted there to Justin Gibson. Gets broken up. Now they're going the other way as White. Bode Wives leaves it. Sets up. He has it once again. Mark Evans could not come up with the puck there. Black will make a player swap. White going the other way now. Bode Wise has it. He still has it. Broken up by Black. Bell Sterling has it now. Surveying, looking for a pass. Elects the wrist shot. No good. Another great save there by Dylan Bork. And now a breakaway opportunity for mysterious Mr. Number 14, and can't really do anything with it. Fry will play this one. Finds Mikulski. Gets broken up by Jaden Valentine. I lied. Black has it back now. Wrist shot there. Borky gets a glove on it, and he'll freeze it.
Good chance there for Black, but an even better chance on that rebound about a minute and a half ago. But Elliot Belly filling in and doing a great job playing D. Stops the wraparound attempt and keeps this game tied.
Black wins yet another face-off. Wrist shot there, no good. Played behind by Black. Mikulski with an opportunity. Somehow gets it through. Just can't find the back of the net. Going the other way is Brody George. A move there. It goes right behind Fry. Fry a little bit up in arms, like what just happened? Even the goalie was confused. White will take this one back. That's Jaden Valentine. Valentine with a long pass finds Xavier Lee. Lee puts a wrister on, just misses the net, and will go across the boards. Now Black has a 3-on-1 opportunity. Going the other way is Petrov. Pass out in front, and he scores. Beautiful tic-tac-toe work from Black. That's Leo Lachon with his second GOAT 4v4 goal of the year, extending Black's lead 3-2.
That may be the only way you can beat Bork back there, is just keep getting them side to side to side, 3-on-0, and eventually just unable to catch up to the man in the middle, and the shot goes in.
You know, like you mentioned, Andrew, Bork has done a really good job against these wrist shot opportunities, has seemingly got his glove on everything. But now White looking to respond. Pass across, does find his man, and he'll sneak it in there. Beautiful pass for White. And Kays Kemzik with the finish. That'll tie things up. His 4th goal of the year.
Kemzik has really turned into a player that was a surprise for White. He has been dominant in the games he's been here, and he proves again that incredible move to get around Fry, and he's proving to be an underrated player of this White team.
Found a pocket, was able to score. That's what they need, because both goalies, as you mentioned, have been absolutely shut down on the, your typical wrist shots and things of that nature. White will go the other way now. That's Kemzik again. Kemzik out in front, puts it between the legs, and stopped by Fry. 2 minutes left to go here in this first half. We're all knotted up. White still leading in the shot department, 17-12.
It really has been a case of Black just taking a lot of quality shots, because it's hard to beat Bork. And when they get those good shots, Bork's just, being Barry Allen and putting his glove in front of him.
Yeah, I would say all 3 goals that have gone in tonight for Black have been rather good passing, one-timers, things like that. It's really been hard to find the back of the net against Bork, and now going the other way is White. That is Brody George turning up the heat with a pass out in front, stopped by Fry, and he's out of the net right now. Opportunity missed, slap shot there, glove by Fry.
Great job getting back into position there was Fry, as he was caught swimming on that one. Able to get back in position and get ready for that shot from Sawicki.
And you can't blame Anthony Sawicki for a shot like that. Seeing Fry just get settled back into the net, you got to take a shot like that. Now Black will go the other way. That's Bell Sterling. Bell Sterling with the pass out wide. Wrist shot there, no good by Ricky Boyson. Puck will end up all the way back in Black's own territory. Now White set up. Pass out in front, cannot find Bode Wise. 30 seconds left to go here in this first half. Let's see if one team can put one in the back of the net before this period ends. Oh, good. Bode Wise with the shot. Fry's going to deflect this one up on the glass. 10 seconds left to go in this first half. This one will wind down in the other end. Maybe opportunity for Black here. Wrist shot there. Bork gets a glove on it, ends up in the glass, and that is the end of the first half here at Mario Lemieux Sports Complex. It's all knotted up, Andrew, 3-3. Any expectations going into this second half?
I don't expect a lot of goals. I expect this to be a really close game, maybe a 5-4, 5-3 final. Not expecting a lot to find the back of the net in the second half.
Absolutely. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in roughly a minute or so. We're all knotted up here. Black versus White, 3-3. We are back moments away from the puck drop of, again, Andrew, what's seemingly titled the Race War. We're all knotted up 3 apiece here. Starting in the second half, the shot total is 20-12 in favor of Team White. A lot of back and forth play, very good goal play from the likes of Fry and Bork so far.
Yeah, with the shots being 20-12, you'd think there'd be a little bit of a tilt, but not seemingly. It's been really tight-knit most of this game.
And Bork will start off this period with a freeze here. Stoppage of play gives us a puck drop here. And oh, what a face-off there. An opportunity for Mikulski. Could not find anything really to do with it, though. Mikulski misinterprets that pass there. Takes a little bit of a bounce before it gets to him. Now White has it in the Black's end. Wrist shot there, and it's good. Number 14 in White. Are we finally figuring it out?
Matt Jukes.
Who is it?
Matt Jukes.
Matt Jukes with his first goal of the night. We apologize to the Jukes family if you are tuning in with us. We could not find him on our roster, but regardless, we have it now. We know his name. He's able to tally one up for Team White and take this lead starting off in this second half. Puck corralled by White. Broken up by Bell Sterling. White still has it. Wrist shot opportunity in front of the net. No good. Fry will bounce this one up into the netting. Wrist shot there from Jaden Valentine. Good start for White. They have a face-off here in Black's own end. However, Andrew, really haven't been able to capitalize in the face-off department. Black has really turned up that part of it.
Yeah, Black's been really strong in the face-off dot, and that's normally a recipe to success, but right now they are on the losing end right now.
So passes out in front, and it's good. Oh, boy, Andrew, you're going to have to help me out with this one.
It's Luke Walkoskis. He'll get his second of the season on a beautiful pass across the crease. Just able to open up Bork, and Walkoskis able to bury that one.
Walkoskis with the tying goal of this game. Black with a very early response, and we're going to get an offsides call here.
Yeah, it looked like Black kind of goaded the refs into that one. They were all saying offsides. I don't think the ref was going to call it, and then eventually did. So maybe goaded into the call. Black might have gotten away with one.
Ferentino and Mikulski up in the center dot. No tripping call there. A little bit surprised by that. Bork will play this one. Sawicki will have it. Battle in their own end. Taken away by Black. And met in arms. Little bit of a light up there by Anthony Sawicki. Gets a nice little hit on Gannon Mikulski. Pass out back, and that is a beautiful pass and goal. Mark Evans, right place, right time, right shot. They'll take the lead here 5-4.
Absolutely beautiful there by Evans in the right place, right in the slot. I don't know how no one was on him, but he finds that little soft spot. Puck comes right to him, and he's going to bury this one. And I think my prediction of a low-scoring period kind of getting blown out the water.
I think both of these teams have the mindset of a little bit of urgency in the goal-scoring department now since things have been a lot tighter. Bork will get the blocker on that, and it'll go up in the netting. We'll have a face-off in White's territory.
As you said, seemingly the game turned around the second period. The first seemed like it was just all feeling each other out. What is this game going to be like? And then the second half so far, it's been, all right, let's capitalize on what we learned was the errors of their ways.
With pace with it is Brody George. George absolutely flying down the other end. Still has it. He's going to play that back. Wrist shot on net. Fry gets a pad on it. Taken away by Black. Lashon will give it up to Love. Love will bend it back, playing it behind the net. White will regain possession. Ends up right into the hands of Black. Wrist shot there, stopped by Bork. Petrov has it once again, dancing with it now. Finds a man down low. Lashon can't control it. White with some good defense there. They'll get a new player on the ice. White now has it in Black's territory. A little tic-tac-toe action here, and Fry finds it somehow, finds its way out of the net, and now goes Black. Petrov has it. Petrov's wrister off the blocker of Bork. Elliot Belly, haven't said his name a whole lot tonight. We'll give it back up to Black. Pass down low, no one home. Going the other way with it is Bode Wise. Given up to Evans. Evans will lose that one. Black going the other way. With pace, that's Justin Gibson. Gibson shot on net, no good. Rebounded there, and a little bit of play out in front. Bork all over it. Some more play up against the boards. White will have it. Now we have an opportunity for Kamzik. Kamzik gives it up, gets it right back. Wrist shot there, stopped by Fry. White with the pass across to no avail. Black now with pace going the other way. Wrist shot there, stopped by Bork. Wakauskas, did I say that right?
Wakauskas.
Wakauskas now has it. Give it up. He'll end up back with it. A little bit of play behind the net. White will take it away. Going the other way is Kamzik. Kamzik gives it up. Wrist shot opportunity there. Stopped by Fry. There's Mark Evans, who now applies the forecheck. Going to back up a little bit. Now an opportunity, a wide opportunity here for Bell Sterling. Gives it up again, and Bork somehow makes the save. Great save there by Dylan Bork on the one-timer.
Yeah, Mikulski was looking to the heavens. He had his head in his hands after that one. Bork absolutely robbing Mikulski on that one.
Fry will get a little poke there. Black will regain possession. Great stop there by Kamzik, or excuse me. Now Black will go the other way. Wrist shot there, no good. Black will end back up with the puck. Pass down low, right out in front. Man, this puck has really just been bouncing all over the place tonight, Andrew. Regardless, White will go the other way. Wrist shot there. May have been a pass down low. Could not find the intended target. Nick Sawicki has it, and we'll call an offsides.
Looked like was going for the pass, just took so long trying to settle that puck. It's been bouncing all night. He was settling that puck, make sure nothing bounced, up into the netting, and just took way too long and was way too late on the attempt for a pass.
Leo Lachon came up on that face-off, and the puck actually ended up behind him. Regardless, Black will end up with it. He'll take it in White's end. Still with it is Lachon. Pass down low to Sawicki. Sawicki will play it back to Petrov. Pass intercepted there by White. Going the other way is Xavier Lieb. Lieb can't control this one. Black will regain possession. That's Aiden Petrov. He's skating with some pace. Tries to put a move on him. Can't get it together. Now an opportunity for Black. Great pass there. And it's good. The pass from Nick Sawicki to Justin Gibson will be a good one. back and forth matchup we have here. Was that the...
This game is tied.
This game is tied. Okay, come on, scoreboard. Get it together. There we go.
A great shot there, able to beat Bork and tie this game up.
LaShawn has it. Black with control in enemy territory. Broken up there. LaShawn has it again. He's going to get taken down. No tripping call there. Wrist shot, no good. Or excuse me, backhander there by Nick Sawicki, no good. White will end up with it. Picked off by Justin Gibson. Now he has an opportunity. Wrist shot low, no good. Mike Ferrantino looking for a pass. Bounces off the skate. Tyler Love with it now. Love will look for an opportunity. Pass out wide. Wrister there off the stick of Anthony Sawicki. And we'll have another face-off here.
After I said, oh, it doesn't look like it's going to be low scoring, there's been one goal since then. It's been about 10 minutes. So a definite change in pace after the first couple minutes of this period. And I feel like Black's kind of taken momentum a little bit. There has not been a lot of momentum in either direction, but Black seemingly has it a little bit.
Tight matchups are not new to these teams. Both teams with at least 2 games with a 4-goal differential, which if you watch us regularly, you know a 4-goal game is actually not that big of a goal difference. Pass out in front, can't find it. Elliot Belly right out in front of the net there. Just couldn't get his stick on it for the one-timer.
White played the closest game of the season last week. They went to overtime against Red, came back in the last couple minutes, but unable to get the job done in overtime. So a 1-goal loss in overtime, closest game of the season so far. So definitely used to playing in tight games.
You don't see that very often in the GOAT 4v4 league. Typically games are one-sided. Wrist shot there off the one-timer by Ricky Boyson. Didn't look like he got all of it there. Now he'll fight for the puck. Black will regain possession. That's Gannon Mikulski. White ends up with it again. Pass out wide to Bode Wise. Great control there. Can't find anything. Pass just behind Brody George.
Almost sprung Gannon Mikulski free. Good change off the bench from White to stop the breakaway.
Going the other way is Mikulski. Surveying, looking for a pass. Has a man out in front. No good. White will go the other way with it now. That's Sawicki. Sawicki with a backhanded pass out in front. Fry out of the net. Can't find anything to go. Great pass there to keep it in. That puck is really bouncing like we have mentioned throughout this entire game. Case Kamzik can't corral that one. Black with an opportunity now. Pass back. No one home. And, oh, man. Puck will end up in the net. We had a little bit of a collision there, Andrew, between Case Kamzik and Gannon Mikulski.
Yeah, Gannon Mikulski seemingly fell to his knees and tabletopped Case Kamzik, seemingly on accident as Mikulski apologized after, but back with the puck, pass across, another side-to-side save there for Bork, sending that one into the netting. He's been on fire today.
You know, it's kind of crazy to think that Bork ended up in net after what his dad was able to do on the ice as well. You thought maybe he'd give him some pointers, but I can see why he wants to play goalie. He's done very well thus far. White will regain control, set things back a little bit. Can't find it, and now an opportunity for Black arises. This is Nick Sawicki. Sawicki with a pass out in front. And does it find its way in the net? And it does. Dylan Bork couldn't glove that one in time, and it sneaks its way past the net there. or excuse me, the keeper rather there. Andrew, I did not get a goal scorer on that one.
I'm trying to figure out who it was. I'm between Justin Gibson and Aiden Petrov. Both of them digging behind the net. We'll have to see what the official goal call is. It's one of those two. They were both digging.
Regardless, Black will extend their lead to 1. Lashon has it. Can't make a pass. Broken up by Kamzik. Those two are now skating forward in the other end. A battle out in front. Both hit the deck. Pass out in front to White. Hits a man out in front. Now Black going the other way with pace. Petrov has it. Petrov with a pass. Can't find the back of the net. White with possession. Gives it up to Ferentino. And Petrov will be credited with that last goal. With a little over 7 minutes to go here in this second half. Black has really cut the shot differential. Going into the period, I believe it was 8. It's now 5. So good job there putting the puck on the net. White with it now. Trying to look for a pass. Pass blocked there by Tyler Love. Now he has it. Good skate work there from Love. He's going to make the pass across to Ricky Boyson. Boyson with pace now. Leaves it out in front. Can't get it to go. Tyler Love with some great positioning there. Just couldn't find anything. Now Boyson will get it. Boyson with a wrister misses the net. Love will skate back for it. And a pass out in front to White there. Wrister there. Off the stick of Tyler Love. And we will take another face-off here. Shot opportunity for Brody George.
With that goal from Aiden Petrov, that's 6 on the season for him. That'll put him tied for the lead on the team with Sawicki and Bell Sterling, all with 6 goals in the campaign.
So not a lack of goals being the reason why this team can't get it done. As we mentioned before, these guys have really been in some tight matchups recently. Wrist shot there off the iron, no good from Mikowski. He'll fight for it back, way to regain possession. Pass back, glove there by Bork. Good shot attempt for Ricky Boyson.
Yeah, great chance there. Speaking of goals on the season, Justin Gibson, who scored the tying goal, his first of the season, so good for him. He had none last year, so definitely getting in the right pace for him.
Some board play, great move there from Xavier Lieb, leaves it out in front, no one home. Elliot Belly will end up with it. Lieb now has it. Wrist shot there, no good. Lieb on the rebound, can't get it to go. And we'll take another faceoff.
A lot of action going to be in for end of the ice, I believe, coming down the stretch. We're hitting about 4.5 to go in this game, and White down by 1. They're going to put on a lot of pressure. I wonder how long it'll take before Bork hits the deck and goes to the bench. We saw that last week at the comeback against Red.
If they do trail within that 2-minute mark, you will definitely see him pulled here. Happens very often. And we do have a penalty call.
This is exactly what was on the table for White.
It's going to be, oh boy,
Anthony Sawicki. Or sorry, wrong team. Luke Walkoskis.
There you
He's
go.
looking at the wrong roster. Luke Walkoskis will take a seat, and this is exactly what White needs. 2 minutes to score as many goals as they can, down 1.
I'm sure I've done that a few times tonight, Andrew. Don't worry about it. Black will clear. White regains possession with pace. Xavier Lieb has it now. Lieb with the pass back, pass down low, off the skate of Bode Wise. Corralling it is Brody George. George surveying, taking his time, looking for the right shot. Back out to Wise. Play out in front, and Fry is all over it. 3:23 left to go in this second half. Still waiting on Borky to come out of the net there.
I think you might got a while. So Wiki there, digging and digging. Instead of being in the box like I thought he was, he's digging in front of the net trying to get that loose puck, but eventually covered by Fry.
White will win the faceoff once again. Pass out wide to Kamzik. Kamzik with a wrister. Fry will freeze that one.
Fry taking a little extra second to cover that puck, which is what you need. You need to kill as much time as possible. This is a stopping clock now. We are under the 3-minute mark in a close game, so penalty time stops and the normal time stops. So this is big for White.
All in favor of White. Wrist shot there. No good by Sawicki. White still has it. Pass out in front. Hit off a man. That's Mark Evans with it now. Evans with the pass back to Kamzik. Kamzik's going to lose it. Black's going to go the other way. What a defensive play by Gibson, and the shorthanded goal is good. That is a monster goal from Team Black.
And with that, out comes Walkoskis. Jailbreak. First time we have seen it. Shorthanded goal for Black, and Walkoskis will exit the penalty box with the jailbreak goal. And that's a backbreaker for White.
Very much so. We are now all knotted up. 6 apiece here.
No, it's 7-5.
It's 7-5. Okay, so they screwed that one up. These dang scoreboard operators, man. I rely on you guys. We're not wrong, right?
No, it is 7-5.
It is 7-5 with a minute 55 left to go here. One-timer opportunity, no good. I wonder if they will correct that. Hopefully they don't go into overtime on accident. Regardless, we are still here. Flopper pass there, no good. Minute 40 left to go here in the first half. Or second half, I keep on saying that. Pass down low, one more pass, and it's good. Easy goal there from Aiden Petrov. Right place, right time. And it's going to be, 8-5 now.
Yeah, 8-5 the score now. Off the stick of Aiden Petrov. In-house scoreboard still wrong, but that'll put Petrov in the lead. 4 goals on the team. His hat trick goal also. His 7th.
Great game, great showing from Petrov. Minute 20 left to go. Can White answer down 3, excuse me. Corralled by Black. Petrov has it, is going to give it up. Taken away by White. White going the other way now. Breakaway opportunity. Wrist shot there. Stopped by Fry. Fan there by White once again. Now Black has control. That's Tyler Love. Love still has it. He'll drop back now. Wrist shot opportunity there. Off the elbow of Fry. And we'll get a stoppage here with 41 seconds left to go here.
Surprised they're still stopping the clock up 3?
Well, technically for them it's up 2.
No, technically they haven't added the goal for Black, so it's 7-5.
Yeah. Nice job, guys. Way to go. All fun and games, folks. All fun and games. With a beautiful lob pass down low, broken up. Bell Sterling gives it up down low. Pass down there, and an easy one-timer is going to put this one away, folks. 24 seconds left to go. That's going to be Gavin Mikulski.
Garen Mikulski.
Garen, jeez, oh man.
You're all good. He gets that one. That'll be his 4th of the season. 9-5 seemingly will be the final score. Does not seem like either team are really trying anymore. But a close one all game. Kind of got run away with by Black at the last second. Last couple minutes, it was close. Down to that 2.5-minute mark. They had the penalty. White had a chance to come back. Black gets the shorthanded. And in response, they end up killing the penalty with the goal, and all momentum went to Black at that point. They ran into White, and White was out of gas.
Just realized my bet didn't hit by 1 goal, Andrew. I took Black -4.5 before this game started.
Oh.
That was my bet of the game. But regardless, a big win for Black here. Final score is going to be 9-5. Again, like Andrew said, really closely contested game up until the last few minutes where Black really ran away with it. I thought Dylan Bork, regardless of the score, like we mentioned, he's averaging 7 goals against this season. Regardless, I thought he played phenomenal in that, Andrew.
Yeah, he played great. It was just that final little 2 minutes is what killed him, because I'm not saying the team around him stopped trying, but it
seemed that way.
It seemed they were out of gas, and all the momentum that they were trying to build in that power play just fell flat.
Yep, you cannot give up the jail-breaking goal, so to speak. Hey, it's not like the NHL, right? Like, you score a shorthanded goal, but he's still in the box, Even that 30 seconds where he would have been in the box definitely could have benefited White.
Yeah.
So for 2 reasons, that shorthanded goal is massive, and you cannot give up a goal there. But regardless, great finish to this game. Black is going to come away with this one 9-5. Up next, we have Team Red versus Team Purple for the final game of this week. So stay tuned for that. And, yeah, anything else, Andrew?
I think that's all. We're ready for a nice matchup next.
Absolutely. We'll see you guys then. Stick around for Team Red versus Team Purple.
Welcome back to the GOAT League week number 4 action between Team Red and Team Purple. I'm Caden McCrory alongside Michaela McCabe. Team Purple looking to get back into the playoffs with a win today over Red. This is a championship rematch from last year that saw Team Purple defeat the Red squad in overtime thanks to a Matthew DeMarsico goal. This time around, Red getting their first win of the season last week off a Will Tomko overtime goal. They sit at the bottom of the GOAT 4v4 standings and a much-needed win here today. We will now send it downstairs for the playing of our national anthem from our good friend Jeff. Thank you to Jeff, and we are set to get underway here for this championship rematch between Team Red and Team Purple.
I don't know if you mentioned it, but Purple can clinch a playoff spot tonight.
So definitely they're going to come out of the gate flying. We did take some bets as we did in the games throughout the day. Andrew put different goal scores at 10.5 and took the over. I took the Humphreys combined goals at 3.5 over. Billy took him at 4.5 over. And for you, combined NCAA players scoring 6.5 goals.
Yeah. Brendan Sabota not being here hurts my bet a little bit, but I have faith in everyone else.
A lot of NCAA players on that Purple squad, including Dane Dowiak, that makes his debut into the GOAT lineup this week wearing number 10. His shot there ricochets off the back of the net of Charlie Mistretta, who is wearing a practice jersey today instead of his regular Team Red sweater. Shane Kozlina moves this middle to Jack Rosensteel. Rosensteel winds and shot. That one deflected by Purple off into the corner. Humphreys back to Mario Smith. Cross ice Rosensteel shot. Blocked away by Dowiak. Over to Braden Ford. Evan Conyon stretches it to DeMarsico. Walks in one-on-one, and he scores. Matt DeMarsico's 6th of the season, and Purple's up 1-0.
That's one. That's one.
Count on the Penn State kids to come through.
That's my plan. Without Sabota, I'm fully relying on Penn State.
And that one an all Penn State goal for the most part, except Evan Conyon, who's committed to RIT, not Penn State. As off the face-off, a battle of number 12s, hacking and whacking Humphreys and Mike DeMarsico. DeMarsico leaves this one off. In comes Jack Nolan. DeMarsico cross-ice shot, and Will O'Brien goes upstairs in an early 2-0 lead for Purple.
That makes the second one.
A non-Penn State kid gets on the board.
Still NCAA.
6.5 might have been a little too low.
Should have gone a little higher maybe.
Jack Nolan off the face-off win of Purple. Retreats this back to Zach Hickson. Hickson through the middle. Mike DeMarsico taps it for O'Brien. Cross ice looking for Nolan past his stick. And Avery Anstis has to get back for Red. Chops this along the wall looking for J.C. Humphreys. Tied up by 3 Purple sweaters. Moves it forward now, and here comes Caden Harvey. 3-on-1. Harvey to Anstis, to JC, a shot, and Hale makes the initial save. Tomko leaves it for Harvey. Over to Anstis. Anstis finds Harvey. Walks this one down low. Cross for Tomko. A shot. And denied by Chase Hale. Tomko looks to the far wall. Gives it over to Harvey. Stutter steps to Marsico. Spins one more time looking for space. Sends it down low to Tomko. One-on-one with Hale and goes upstairs. A little trickery. And Red gets on the board thanks to Will Tomko.
Some high-flying hockey here compared to the last game.
We'll see two of the best offenses with a lot of power. And Red, of course, right now I believe is missing Luke Malbouf, their top defenseman. So they're pretty much running a roster of all forwards.
Nothing but forwards. Trying to win the 18-12 game.
Yeah, Mario Smith and Noah Smith, the only two actual defensemen, and you can only have them play so much. Christian Humphreys wraps around. Hale gets across to get a piece of it. Rosensteel picks it up. Leaves it along the wall for Shane Kozlina. Gets met by Dowiak. Keeps possession. Kozlina off the wall looking for Humphreys. Picked up by Rosensteel. Stutters to the middle. Be taken away by Purple. And DeMarsico and Dowiak on a 2-on-0. Dowiak goes for pad and denied by Charlie Mistretta.
DeMarsico pulled off there to more body block than really make it a 2-on-0.
The chance for his winger to make a move. Dowiak picks this one up. Goes cross ice. And the save there on Mistretta. Covered up here just past the 19-minute mark.
Back and forth offense so far. Like we were talking about with next to no defensemen on Red's roster. Just nothing but back and forth action so far.
Purple also without their top defenseman Tommy Whitford today. Dowiak winds up, goes cross for DeMarsico. I don't think he expected that one. DeMarsico to Dowiak. Has a little trouble settling it. Gets taken away there by Will O'Brien. Stretches it up for Kozlina. Leaves it off for Christian Humphreys. Humphreys finds Kozlina. Up high for Smith. Down low Humphreys and puts that one back door. Christian Humphreys ties this game at 2.
Yeah, that's what you can expect.
Humphreys would have counted towards your NCAA totals, but would be returned to play for Kitchener next year in the Ontario Hockey League.
I think he should still count. I think he should.
Only played, I think, 12 or so games with Michigan.
I think NCAA player then.
Okay, we'll see. Go through the fine tunings of the day.
If I end up at 5.5, if I end up at 5, he counts.
Still under 6.5. We'll go over 6.5.
True.
In front, this one goes. Nolan down for Braden Ford. Gets taken away by J.C. Humphrey. Sends it along the wall. Mario Smith quick to his feet. Gets in trouble with it along the blue line. Now Purple storms in. Tumbling is Jack Nolan. Tomko can clear to Christian Humphreys. Even numbers. Humphreys to Humphreys. J.C. shot and denied by Chase Hale. Ford has a little trouble getting out of the zone. Christian Humphreys takes advantage, goes down low to JC. JC pressured by Jack Nolan. Up high to Will Tomko. Tomko walks his way in. It's pushed off to the right side. Tomko up for Humphreys. Christian, that is. Back pedals, tries to go to Mario Smith. No one home. And Purple regains possession. Nolan fires one on. Blocker there by Mistretta. Will Tomko will pick this one up. Through center ice into Purple zone. Red changing behind the play. Tomko waits beneath the Purple goal. Flips this one over the net looking for Anstis. Getting a piece of it was Hickson. Hickson can slap this one to the red zone and quickly turned away. Tomko cross ice Humphreys and he scores a beautiful one-timer. Gives Red their first lead of the game. It's 3-2.
I mean, we might not see any defense all night. I'm not complaining. Makes it more fun.
High-flying offense You have to feel for Mistretta at one end and Hale the others. You're going to see an onslaught of shots.
A lot of shots and a lot of goals.
First game today, Landon Butterbaugh of Green faced over 60 shots.
That is insane for 46 minutes of hockey.
Yes. And they only put up, I think, a 12 spot or something along that line.
Not bad.
Tomko looks to get into the zone as Hickson takes him into the net. As the net comes off, and we'll get a whistle. This should stay in the purple zone. And
Should. That one's going to hurt a little bit.
Purple's never afraid to throw their weight around.
Yeah, that one's going to hurt a little bit.
They know what's at stake to get into the playoffs for the second straight year. Tomko in front gets a stick on it. Rebound is there for Rosensteel and trickles to the back of the net. Jack Rosensteel gives his team a 2-goal lead here at the 15-minute mark of the first.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't believe Red's eliminated if they lose.
Oh, we got 2 more weeks.
Yeah, I
They're
didn't
still good.
think they were kicked out. But the urgency they're playing with would tell you that they would be.
Tomko to Rosensteel and a kick saved by Hale. Red, of course, at the bottom of the standings at the moment after their OT win last week only counts for 2 points instead of 3. So kind of playing must-win hockey the rest of the way to guarantee their spot in the Cranberry Cup playoffs. Mike DeMarsico walks in, glove save, Mistretta played off to the corner. Waiting there is Matt Jukes. Jukes looking by for Ian Kushis, taken away by Red. Kozlina off the give of Rosensteel walks in, and getting down to make the stop is Hale and covers up at the 14-minute mark.
It's a solid save. You never want to come into a game and in the first 9 minutes give up 6 goals or see 6 goals.
Yes.
So, get one to settle it down a little bit. It's always a good thing.
Purple face-off win, quickly played up by Jukes to Dowiak off the edge of his stick. Icing is waved off. Ford goes for Dowiak. Retreats beneath the red net. Looks up high to DeMarco. Over for Ford. Ford digging. Mistretta stretches to keep that one up. Humphreys will clear this one, as Jukes will hold in his own end. Matt Jukes works in the middle of the ice. Over for Dowiak. All 4 purple skaters up in the offensive zone as Dowiak's shot trickles across the top of the boards, and Christian Humphreys breakaway. Humphreys. Save made by Hale.
That is not the man you want to spring on a breakaway.
Turnover Kozlina, and he buries that one, and Red takes a 3-goal lead.
That is another man you do not want to turn the puck over to at about the top of the circles.
I don't think any player in that scenario you want to turn the puck over.
Not really,
Yeah.
but there's a few worse candidates than others.
It's Kozlina's 3rd of the campaign, 5-2 Red. Purple sensing urgency now. J.C. Humphrey strips it away, gives it off to Christian. Over for J.C., pickpocketed by Dowiak. Gives it forward to Jack Nolan. Nolan up for Dowiak off the give and go. DeMarco will pick it up. Walks in, shot, rings that one off the post.
As Humphreys is up here cherry picking.
Here he goes. Humphreys breakaway. Goes for blocker. Rebound is there. Kozlina picks it up and buries it. His second straight. 6-2 Red. It's not goals, but Humphreys will take a pair of apples.
Yeah, he will. I mean, when you're getting the assists, you're getting the points, who really needs to play defense? Like, you can just kind of sit up there. That sounds like way more fun to me.
For Christian Humphreys, we get to showcase the mitts a little bit more often.
Exactly.
As Konyan wraps up his man, in comes Nolan, tied up with Kozlina. Up for Christian Humphreys. Leaves it off to JC with a head of steam. Gets around Dowiak, pushes this off into the corner. Humphreys tied up with O'Brien. Leaves it off for Nolan. Up for Konyan. Plays it back for Dowiak. Dowiak pushes to the outside, dangles around Tomko. In front for Konyan, his shot pushed wide. O'Brien in a battle with Tomko. Leads over to Humphreys. Christian to JC. JC tries to walk his way in. As we settle by Hickson. Over for O'Brien, quickly up for Kanyan. 2-on-1 with Dowiak. Goes to Dowiak. Back to Kanyan. And Smith gets in the lane to break it up. Hale comes out to leave it off for Hickson. Hickson will retreat back one more time. Through the middle of the ice to Kanyan. Kanyan with some speed. Settles into the zone. Gets around Tomko. About 10.5 to go here in the first half of this hockey game. Dowiak up for Kanyan. One-timer shot. Glove save and kept.
Kanyan was thinking about a Michigan there. He tried getting up on a stick. Just couldn't get it up.
Red leading the shots 12-6. As that one will sail into the netting from Mike DeMarsico. And they'll do it again. Kanyan against Tomko. Kanyan wins it forward. DeMarsico to Kanyan, and that one stretched through the blue paint and wide. O'Brien upstairs, kept alive by Kushis. Kushis walks in looking for DeMarsico. Tomko gets a piece of it. Stretch pass O'Brien, down low for Kanyan, bounces off his stick. Tomko sends it around the horn. Quickly played up to Christian Humphreys. Humphreys backpedals into the zone, goes across to Avery Anstis. Anstis shot, rebound for Humphreys. That one gets a piece of Hale and wide.
What a save, stretching out there for Hale.
Purple sends this one past everybody, and it'll be an icing here at the 9-minute mark.
I think I'm starting to sense the game plan here for Red. Let the Humphreys do whatever they want, and everyone else just be ready for the puck.
Two of the lines we set before the game were over 3.5 and over 4.5 combined Humphreys goals. They're sitting at 2 already.
Yeah. I think 3.5 is going to hit.
2 more and a lot more game to be played here. As a 4-goal lead is the unsafest league in GOAT 4v4.
As everyone says about hockey games.
4 goals.
Unsafe.
Tomko to Anstis, walks in, pad stop Hale, he'll hold on, and Anstis and Mike DeMarsico will joust in front of the purple net.
Nothing will come out of it, though.
Let them play on.
Anything with the Marsico in it, I don't think is a serious fight. I think it's more him just being himself.
Is Mike the NHL free agent, as he's called by Jackson Morehouse? Wearing number 12, the co-captain with Evan Kanyan and Matt DeMarsico. All 3 of them kind of with a 33% ownership. Anstis goes for the clear, gets lit up by DeMarsico at the blue line, and they'll exchange some cross checks, as both will be separated and head to the bench. Harvey breakaway for Red. Harvey walks into the forehand, tries to open up Hale, and stripped away by Braden Ford. Humphreys gets met along the wall by Matt DeMarsico. Has a couple of purple sweaters in there digging as well. As the purple bench comes to an open, Red carries it in. Harvey a shot, blocker save Hale.
DeMarsico tried to hold Humphreys offside to get the whistle.
Mike DeMarsico, a tier 1 instigator from the purple bench.
I think he opened the door. I don't think it came open.
As Kozlina's glove was taken off by Evan Kanyan and tried to be pushed aside. Here comes Kozlina. It's stripped momentarily by Hickson. Offsides, Team Red.
There's that offsides Purple was trying for.
Successful.
It all evens out in the end.
So this one will be exactly where Purple wants it, right in front of their bench. And Captain Evan Kanyan to his feet to have some words with the Red defense.
Always has something to say.
As captain, can't be afraid to be too vocal. Kozlina off the give of his netminder, springs J.C. Humphreys free. His shot and a shoulder stop by Hale. Rosensteel gets pushed out of the zone. Leading back is Noah Smith. Up for J.C. Humphreys, leaves it off for Kozlina. Kozlina. Cross ice, Rosensteel. Rosensteel walks in, deflected in front by J.C. Humphreys as he gets dragged to the ice. 7-2 Red. And there's your third Humphreys goal.
Third of the
Combined.
game.
Combined, not his, combined.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Christian got 2, J.C. got 1.
I'm not even sure that one hit him in front. It hit something.
Yeah. Give him the benefit of the doubt there.
We'll call it. Unless your bet hits, and then we're not going to
Whoa,
call it.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
If yours hits and mine doesn't, we're not going to call
Okay.
it.
DeMarco trying to add on to your total. Denied there by Red. In front looking for Kanyan and J.C. Humphreys. Cross ice to Rosensteel. Shakes off the hit of Dowiak. In front digging is Humphreys. Rosensteel gets a stick in, pushed off to the wall. Here is Dowiak, one-on-one against Smith. Dowiak gets denied by him. In comes a stick of DeMarco, and that one hits off the post. Excuse me, Kanyan. Kanyan in front. Cleared momentarily. Kushis grabs it and goes bar down. Ian Kushis gets Purple a goal, stretches it down to 7-3.
Closing the gap a little bit. Little bit. Piece by piece.
If you're Purple, any goal helps. And they're a team that always rides off momentum.
Yeah. Right now they have none of it.
Here's Dowiak in retreat, followed by Humphreys. Make it 2. It gets around both as JC tumbles to the ice. Dowiak fires one that rides off the stick of Noah Smith and out of play. Down to 4 minutes to go here in the first half.
Going back, Dowiak tried to absolutely murder Rosensteel at the blue line.
Dowiak gets stripped by Christian Humphreys. And Humphreys squared breakaway. Humphreys to the forehand, and Hale gets a piece of it. Kusis up for O'Brien. Off the stick of Christian Humphreys, and down goes Evan Kanyan by his lonesome. Kanyan pushed off by Tomko. Tomko takes it off his stick, and now a battle. Kanyan will tie up and win. Leaves it off for Ian Kusis. The give to Dowiak. Drop pass O'Brien. O'Brien to Dowiak to Kanyan. Winds up shot, and he'll sneak that one in. Evan Kanyan finds the back of the net, and now it's 7-4.
They're making their way. Starting to turn the tide a little bit.
As Reds defense has cost them at times throughout the season. To 3 goals. Lead here in the dying moments of the first. Christian Humphreys spins. Looked for Mario Smith. Keeps that one alive. Over to Rosensteel, quickly to Humphreys. Back to Humphreys, a shot.
Oh,
and
what
a
a
save made.
What a save.
Harvey. Over to Tomko. Tomko to Christian Humphreys. Looking. Retreats up high to Harvey. Bounces in his skates. And now a Mike DeMarco breakaway. Given off to Dowiak. Dowiak, one-on-one. Tries to open up the netminder. The rebound there in the blue paint and pushed out. Tomko quickly turns up ice, down to 2 minutes to go in the first. Tomko to Mario Smith. Down underneath the Harvey, couldn't settle it. And Purple can clear, 2-on-0. Kushis and DeMarco. Kushis winds up shot and pops the water bottle, and Purple sneaking their way back in off Kushis' second of the game.
They're pushing the needle. They're starting to turn it. Only down by 2 now.
That's Team Purple hockey right there. Goals in bunches.
You know what I don't like, though? None of those goals are being scored by people who played
yes.
in the NCAA.
This season. That's the eligibility rule. If that counts, then Christian Humphreys' goals counts, I guess. He played a game.
I'm just
Played
going
many
off
games.
of what our paper says. So if
Yeah,
our paper
okay.
says it parentheses NCAA,
That
that's
counts.
what I'm counting.
Okay.
Unless we want to count Humphreys.
He played half the season there, so it's your call at the end of the day. We'll see.
We'll see.
See how it
We'll
ends up.
think about it. We'll think about it.
Under a minute to go in this first half, 7-5 Red. In this championship rematch, Purple with a win, they're in the playoffs. Red just trying to get out of the basement of the Go League after a win last week. DeMarsko looked up high for Hickson, no one home. Hale will wisely come out to play. Up for Hickson. Stretched up for Ford, tied up in a penalty. This should be a penalty shot, but Purple's going to elect to just kill the clock. They'll get the fifth skater onto the ice, that being Matt DeMarsico. DeMarsico leaves it off for Ford. Ford tries to walk his way down low for DeMarsico. Around the corner here. Up high to Ford, and will be touched by Red. And it hits zeros. It looks like they won't give the penalty shot, but they'll get the power play.
And Red has added a player by the looks of it.
I think that might have been Humphreys just come back from the locker room.
Oh,
Yeah, not as fun, right?
I was hoping it was Sabota.
No,
He was coming to help out my NCAA bet.
No, you can't just buy players mid-game. It's not how this works.
He shows it's okay.
It does count. All right, let's take a little break here. We'll be back in about a minute 30. Second half of Red and Purple. Stay tuned. All right, second period is a go. It'll be a 2-minute penalty to Avery Anstis for hooking. We both believe it should have been a penalty shot, but Purple's going to get a 2-minute power play instead.
Yeah. We saw a jailbreak goal in the last game.
Mm-hmm. The first shorthanded goal, at least of this season. I don't know. He said in GOAT history. I don't know if that's true.
I don't know if that's true either. It's really hard to believe that with how skilled this league is, that's the first one. But
This is year number 4 of the league as well.
yeah, that's hard to believe.
But Purple's power play off to a rough start as that's played out by Tomko and company. Down to the final minute 30 of the power play. Evan Kanyan. Looking up high has Matt DeMarsico. Playing catch are those two. DeMarsico crossing with Dowiak. Over to Kanyan. Quickly up high to Dowiak. Down low to Kanyan once more. Trying to open up some more space. Winding up Kanyan. That one sails off the side of the net. This one reaches the stick of Dowiak. Will cross with DeMarsico down to a minute on the Anstis penalty. That'll flutter over to the wall where Kanyan waits. Finds DeMarsico, walks his way in, his shot ricochets off the stick of Noah Smith and out of play.
As you hear someone from the Purple bench yelling to shoot it at his teammates.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, you would think.
3 of the Nittany Lions on the ice with Evan Kanyan here. Tied up, and it looks like a no call there on Noah Smith. Red getting away with one as the final 20 seconds of this power play.
That easily could have been another one.
Kanyan to DeMarsico in stride. DeMarsico walks in. That sails off the stick of Tomko. A broken stick as he'll have to head off to the bench. Braden Ford leads the rush. Couldn't cross through Rosensteel. Puck is loose. DeMarsico to Kanyan. Pops the water bottle with 1 second to go on the penalty. It's a 1-goal game.
All of a sudden, Purple's back.
Back like they never left. And to say it's surprising is not at all.
Just like we said, the most dangerous lead in hockey is a 4-goal lead. Just like we said.
Not to toot my own horn, but I've seen this time and time again with this team.
I think that faceoff was a little rigged there, as red center was not there.
He was fresh off the bench.
Yeah,
not prepared.
I don't think he's going to win that draw if he's not in the faceoff circle.
The joys of the Go 4v4 league. Dowiak leaves it off. The give and go, broken up by Kozlina. Spins and can't clear. Kanyan finds DeMarco. Gets met with slashes. Kanyan shot, pad save made. Kanyan finds Dowiak, Michigan.
Oh my God.
And he scores. Dane Dowiak, highlight reel goal, ties the game at 7, and Purple claws all the way back.
That's unreal.
Wow, Dane Dowiak.
That's unreal.
Trying to keep his name fresh in the minds of Penn State fans, after Jackson Smith and Luke Misa and that Gavin Kenemick or whatever his name is.
Yeah, whatever that idiot's name is.
Here's Humphreys trying to respond. That one sails wide. Dowiak feels Rosensteel coming. Gets his pocket picked momentarily, and Dowiak will clear. Mario Smith over to Christian Humphreys. Humphreys dangling, gets pushed off the puck, and now we're seeing the physicality ramp up again. Humphreys over for Rosensteel, banks it off the post. And now Dowiak, one-on-one with the netminder. Waiting, puts it to the backhand, denied there. Jukes walks in shot, and a pad save, the clear by Red. Kozlina carries up ice. Waiting for reinforcements. Has Rosensteel looking for Kozlina, that one hitting some iron. And Humphreys will retreat back to center ice, met by a bunch of purple boos in Oz. Anstis. Stutter steps to the outside. Kushis gets a piece of it, has some retreat there in a red defender. It's Caden Harvey. To the outside, walks to the backhand and pushed wide by Hale. Harvey met by 3 purple sweaters. Still holds on to it. Cross ice Anstis. Anstis at the blue line, turns the puck over. Mike DeMarco 2-on-1 with O'Brien. Blocked by Anstis, rebound O'Brien, push through the blue paint, still there, and into the back of the net. Purple gets back the lead. Thanks to Will O'Brien, it's 8-7.
Mistretta had absolutely no idea where that puck was.
From a deficit to a lead again.
Just like we said, 4-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in hockey.
Only one loss for this purple squad this season. That came at the hands of Teal last week, the remaining undefeated squad. Red trying to keep purple on their heels here. Down by 1, Tomko. Over for Harvey, underneath to Tomko. In front for JC, that hits off his stick and over the net. Harvey walks his way in to the middle, still holding on to it. Down for JC, and a pad stop made by Hale. Waiting is Anstis. Finds Tomko. Down to Harvey. Fakes. Puts one off the boot for Tomko. That one sails behind the net. And Mike DeMarco will hold underneath for O'Brien. Chase Hale coming off a second straight Penguins development camp. The goaltender from Albertus Magnus in NCAA. Ford for DeMarco. Leaves it over for O'Brien. That hits off his own teammate. Stays in play. DeMarco battling with Anstis. Puck comes free. Tomko pushes this one towards Humphreys as Kanyan full sends without the stick to JC as bodies tumbling on both sides. Kanyan tied up with Humphreys. Tomko comes out with it as those two collide at the blue line. Tomko for Harvey, stretching across. Chase Hale denies and keeps his team in the lead.
What a save. Starting to see why he gets the Penguins Dev camp invite every year.
It's not on the main roster. It's for a practice goalie, but it's enough to even get your name noticed.
Still.
It's a lot of credit, though.
Yeah.
Matt DeMarsico spent last season with the Pens development camp, spent time with the Rangers this time around as he looks to buy an NHL contract. And after a really good sophomore year at Penn State, he's on the right path. Kozlina shakes off the check, puts it into the purple zone. Matt DeMarsico will pick it up. Down for Kanyan. Race against Noah Smith pushes him into the wall. Battle, 2 representatives from each side. A third from purple will back up. Noah Smith to Rosensteel. Gets tabletopped in front of the red bench, brings Tomko free, and a pad stop by Hale.
I think Kanyan had no interest in playing the puck at all that shift. He wanted blood.
Dowiak leaves this one off, trying to go back door. Here's Braden Ford. To the point. Finds Jack Nolan. To Dowiak. Plays catch with DeMarsico. Gets stripped away by Smith. DeMarsico shadowing. Plays it off the wall. In front looking for Ford. Waits. DeMarsico walks it in. To the point to Nolan. Nolan streaking down with speed. Gets pushed off there by Smith. The clear to Tomko. And a 2-on-0. Tomko to the backhand. Opens up Hale. And ties the game at 8.
Tomko had no interest in making that a 2-on-0. He saw it. He took it. He delivered, though, so it's okay. If you score, there's no harm, no foul.
Exactly.
Now, if you miss it,
It's completely
if
different.
you take away the 2-on-0 and then you don't score on the breakaway, completely different game.
You're hearing it from your winger. Why didn't you pass?
Yeah. Why don't you at least keep me as an option?
At least look my way for a second.
Look
please.
me off first. Don't completely cut me off.
A tie game, 8-8. So practically 0-0 again here, with a lot of highlight reel goals from both sides. Some really flashy goaltending performances at times, and a lot of physicality. Just what you expect from these two teams.
Just what you want to see.
Hence why they're in the primetime slot here at the 7:50 game. Underneath. Once a second attempt does Dowiak. In front for Jukes. Backhand in the back of the net. Matt Jukes makes it 9-8 purple.
As soon as we start playing a little even hockey, nope.
It's more fun when it's one tie. You know?
Yeah, just back and forth. Or one team goes up by 4 and then the other one comes storming back.
With 6 unanswered or whatever it was.
Whatever it was.
Here's Kozlina. Walks in. That one goes off the pad of Hale. Down to 12 minutes to go here in the second half. The period I don't think anyone wants to end. DeMarsico to Dowiak, and he scores off the give and go and make it a 10 spot for Team Purple.
Now, yes, it's been July. Yes, it is just a summer league. But this has got to be a confidence killer for these two in net.
Yeah. I mean, you just look on who you're playing against.
I mean, you look up at the scoreboard and you see 16 shots and 10 of them have gone in. Can't be a good feeling.
I don't feel like the shot total accurately Mike DeMarsico, with an extra couple of love taps will score. He scored about 6 times on that one. It's 11-8.
The NHL free agent. And then he's going to go at it with Humphreys.
The two captains showing love as Christian will have some words with Mike.
And he's going to go at it with the other Humphreys. Like I said earlier, though, I don't think anything is real with him. I think it's all just fun.
All laughs from number 12.
Yeah. I don't think any of it's real. Real frustration, real fight.
Red down 3. Looking to make Mike DeMarsico's team make a mistake. They look like they don't, as here comes Dowiak. Dowiak, it's taken down by Humphreys hard into the post, and Humphreys will possibly get called here As, of course, the net of Mistretta takes its way off the moorings. Looks like no cup.
Looks. Dowiak
Here he
is
goes.
getting the puck.
Yep, Humphreys penalty here, 2 for hooking.
Yeah,
Or slashing.
slashing. Dowiak's going to get a penalty
Yeah,
shot
he
as
should get
well.
a penalty shot.
I think he's self-proclaimed penalty shot.
I think he should get a. I mean, Purple got screwed out of the first penalty shot, and they didn't get a power play goal. Or I'm sorry,
That-
they did get a power play goal
They did. That is
with
true.
1 second left. So 2 for slashing to Humphreys. Purple back to the power play. 1 for 1 today, thanks to the goal from Evan Conyon. Chase Hale comes out to plate here off the clear from red. J.C. Humphreys provides the breakup, and here comes Purple. Conyon off the wall for Braden Ford. Ford. Down low from Dowiak to DeMarsico. DeMarsico couldn't get through Tomko. And the clear there from Rhett. 1:25 to go on the Christian Humphreys penalty. Braden Ford sails it off the stick of Harvey. Tomko will momentarily push this one toward the purple bench. Dowiak up to Conyon. Conyon waiting. Will spin. Spins one more time underneath Dowiak. Purple trying to set something up. Dowiak.
Here he goes.
The flip. DeMarsico holding. The firing shot fanned on. Over for Conyon. Back to DeMarsico. Trying to spread space as the horn sounds.
As we get a goal horn.
Yeah, no reason. Dowiak, Michigan, denied. Rebound loose. Laying down Mistretta will hold.
Almost weaseled its way in there.
The premature goal horn is now under 30, as course that the power play, the clock does run. Face-off win for Purple. Back to Ford. To Dowiak. Back to Ford. Winds up shot high over the net. J.C. Humphreys will sky this one, and Hale will come out to play it. This should do it for the Purple power play, as they'll fall to 1 and 2 on the extra man. Out comes Humphreys. DeMarsico walks in shot, rings one off the post. DeMarsico waits at the blue line. Offsides, Team Purple.
Yeah.
Say not a bad reason to go offsides. Get fresh bodies on and kill the clock.
Yeah. Not all that bad.
Yeah, think of it from a different angle here.
Yeah. Yeah. Kill a little bit more of the clock.
It's down to 7:15 to go here in the second half. 11-8 Purple. Here's Hickson. Works the outside. Tries to push through the middle. Stuck down by Conyon. Winds up, and that one hits a piece of the bar. Hickson to O'Brien. Hits off the boot of Kozlina. Kozlina with some speed. Racing. O'Brien on his heels to the backhand, and he scores. Shane Kozlina. Hat trick goal, and cuts the Purple lead down to 11-9.
Getting closer. Getting
Here
closer.
we go again.
The worst lead in hockey, a 4-goal lead.
Rosensteel wins this to the wall. Jukes. Back to Hickson. To the middle to Jukes once more. Finds O'Brien. O'Brien stretching it in. Winds up shot, and he scores. Will O'Brien gets it right back. And it's 12-9 Purple.
As soon as Red starts getting a little momentum, Purple thinks their 4-goal lead is safe this time.
O'Brien hat trick goal. Is now back to where we started a minute ago. 12-9, 3-goal lead for Purple, 6 minutes to play. Tomko walks his way forward. Tomko, a lot of space to the outside. Hale stretches across, takes the net with him. Play will continue on. Here's Jukes. Leaves this one off. The shot there is tumbling hard into the wall is Jack Nolan. Now the other way, Harvey to Kozlina. Finds Smith. Rebound is there off the glove. Jack Rosensteel finds the back of the net. It's 12-10.
Chase Hale almost made the highlight of the night save right there. I think it hit the side of his glove hand. 2 more inches.
Crazy.
Highway robbery.
You'd have that, and then you'd have the Michigan.
With
at
the
other
Michigan, yeah, at the other end.
end. Purple would be absolute SportsCenter top 10 on 2 different levels.
2 different attempts.
2-goal game, 5 minutes to play as Hickson gets a slash from Rosensteel. Hickson one-on-one, and he scores. Purple gets a 3-goal lead right back off the stick of Zach Hickson. Surprised no penalty call there.
Yeah, that was an unreal slash.
As the clock continues to dwindle down to 4:20. Kozlina spreads it out. Harvey fans on the clear, and here comes Purple 3 deep. The shot from Mike DeMarsico rings off the iron. Red feeling the intensity once more. Dowiak out wide to Kushis, back to Dowiak. Dowiak walks in shot. Save made there.
I think it got a little bit of the iron with it.
Here's O'Brien trying to walk in. Smith can't clear. Kushis picks his pocket. Kushis dances around Harvey. Out wide to Mike DeMarsico. Down low to O'Brien. Backhand high over the net. J.C. Humphreys can't clear. DeMarsico finds Dowiak and pushed off the puck. Harvey leads the rush. Gives it forward to Kozlina. Kozlina to Harvey. That one pushed wide. Bounces free. Harvey winds up shot, and he scores. Caden Harvey. And we're back to a 2-goal Purple lead.
Right back where we started. It is starting to get real chippy now.
Yes.
Like legit chippy, not friend mess around chippy.
As next whistle will count as a stoppage as we're under 3 to play. Every whistle in a close game, that clock will stop. And Red's going to pull the goalie. So 5 on the ice for Red. Here at 2:45 to go. Purple pinning it. Dowiak, that is. Leads Frida Kanyan off the high glass. Stays in play. J.C. Humphreys trying to feed it to the middle. The clear, and Christian on his horse to get back. 2:30 to go as Tomko steps on for Mario Smith. The 5 players Team Red once on the ice. Tomko up for Kozlina. Kozlina finds Christian Humphreys. Takes this behind the net. Up high to Tomko. Tomko walks it down low, retreats up high. Finds Christian Humphreys. Winds up shot, flutters wide of the net.
He had that angle there if he hit it.
Tomko to Kozlina to the middle. Harvey winds up shot, and he scores. Caden Harvey. And the clock stops. It is a 1-goal game, 13-12 Purple.
As Red's going to put their goalie back in now.
Smart.
Which I like the decision.
I don't think you pull him for another 30 to 45 seconds. But Red's going to pull him now.
Or you pull him right now.
Okay.
What do you know? We're going to pull him right now.
That's ultra aggressive.
Well, I mean, with the way Humphreys has been skating around the whole game, you just kind of bank on him to outskate anyone.
Here's Humphrey, sharp angle, and denied by Hale, and floated out by Braden Ford. 1:30 to go. 1-goal game. Harvey skates it to center. Sends this around the horn where Christian Humphreys awaits. Leaves it off for Kozlina, but out of the zone. To center. Finds J.C. Humphreys. Waits to the middle. Kozlina. Out wide to Christian Humphreys. 1:10. Humphreys finds Harvey getting across his Hale and covers up with 1:08 to go.
Harvey had the angle on that. I don't want to take away from the save that Chase Hale just made, but Harvey put it back into him, back into the covered side of the net. Red tried to take a timeout, I believe.
I don't know you can deny a timeout.
I didn't know you could either, but here we are.
Humphreys tied up on the face-off. Back to the point to Christian. Floats off of DeMarsco. Humphreys tied up. Harvey keeps it alive. Around for J.C. Humphreys in front, finding Kozlina fans on the attempt, and Tomko has to race back. Pressured by Dowiak. The clear to the wall. Dowiak with the netminder out, pops it in, and Dane Dowiak an empty net goal. Makes it 14-12, not over yet with 45 ticks to go.
You know the best part of that, though? That's my 7th
There you go.
NCAA goal of the game.
As for the Humphreys combined, they're sitting at 3.
They do sit at 3. I did not count the Humphreys as well.
Okay. Tomko. The JC forward to Tomko. Hale stretches out to make the save.
What a save. I thought for sure that was slipping under him.
Still 33.1. Goaltender will head out again, as we'll throw Kozlina back onto the ice.
Why not?
The ultimate send-it move from the Humphreys brothers. JC to the point. Quick over to Christian. Up to the point to Kozlina.
Oh,
Fans
no.
on it. And DeMarsco will clear icing here with 24.3.
That's not the one-timer you want to see up there.
As maybe Tomko and Kozlina will swap spots possibly. Seems that way.
Seems like it.
JC to Harvey. Shot floated on, pad save. Christian Humphreys puts one towards the net. Ricocheted by JC wide. One more time. Stopped by Hale. The clear to center ice. Tomko to Christian Humphreys down to 10 seconds. Humphreys will take it himself. To the outside. Puts one on. Pad save. Rebound and covered up by Hale with 4 ticks to go.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over. I think they're just going to run it.
They're going to do one more face-off. As Kozlina steps in. The win to Tomko. Couldn't get the shot off. And for the second straight season, Team Purple will find themselves in the playoffs, looking to repeat as champions with this 14-12 win over Team Red. Wow, what a game.
What a game. Yeah, I agree.
You look at it from the outside and see, man, 26 goals. That must have sucked. You just had to be here to watch it.
Yeah.
Completely different story.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Hopefully these two will meet in the playoffs for must-watch TV.
Yeah, for another year.
Yes. We'll see how it plays out, but Red seemingly needs to win out the rest of their games to have a shot at clinching the playoffs, as they remain at the bottom of the standings with only 2 points, with a 1-3 record, with that one win coming in overtime. But Teal sits atop at 4-0. Purple right behind him at 3-1. And then chaos after that across the board.
Yeah.
So still anyone's race.
Yeah,
in the
luckily
playoffs.
for Red, it is all messy, and no one has really pulled away other than Teal and Purple, because that opens it up for them to still sneak in to the 3 or 4 spot.
Seemingly it'll take 2 more wins, 2 consecutive wins, to avoid the toilet bowl and get back to the championship for a 3rd straight season. But that'll do it for us here from the Lemieux Sports Complex in Cranberry, Pennsylvania. Purple gets into the playoffs with a 14-12 win. Teal joins them as the 2 of the 4 spots have been locked up. The next 2 weeks are going to be nothing but craziness between white, green, black, and red. And, of course, Teal and Purple battling for that first spot. But from everyone here, Andrew Keel beside me, Billy Depew, who was here for a moment, then left, Caleb McCabe, I'm Cade McCrory. Thanks for joining us. Week 5, a week from today.